Hey guys, it's Brian. Welcome to the awards contender. So, Golden Globe nominations are just a few days away, and it is time for predictions. I'm very excited to welcome Ryan Casselman back to the awards contender today to talk all things Golden Globes. How are we doing, Ryan?
I'm doing amazing. Doing very good. How are you, Brian?
I'm doing well. There's a lot of films to talk about here, and this is like the exciting period, Ryan, of award season, like right before it really gets started. Like
Yes.
what is getting in, what is getting omitted, like we'll know more in like mid-December after Critics' Choice nominations, Golden Globe nominations. Right now, it is still kind of a guessing game. So like how are you feeling right now as we get started with award season?
I'm feeling pretty good.
Okay.
I mean, I'm you know me, Brian. I like to go through the data, and right now
Right.
we have no data, and so I'm not very good at this part of the season where I'm just going off my whim.
Yeah,
Going
we're
off
just
my
going
own
off of
opinion,
vibes.
off vibes. I'm not good at vibes. I want numbers. I want to dive through old stats and stuff, but they haven't been developed. I need to wait. But yeah, so yeah,
Yeah, I mean, as we've seen the last couple years, oftentimes Golden Globe nominations, like a lot of them lead into Oscar nominations. So it's not
yeah.
just a free for all of just random titles showing up. Like a lot of these nominees we're going to see on December 8th are going to be nominated at the Oscars as
Yeah.
well.
And that's not always been the case with Globes. That's been more of the case for the last few years as the Globes have kind of, added new members to the
Right.
roster.
Yeah, decades ago, like picture, actor, actress, comedy, musical. Sometimes none of those nominees would get
Oh
in at the
yeah,
Oscars,
no,
and that's not the case anymore. Like
no,
our two front runners, Ryan, as we're going to talk about for Best Actor, like they're going to be in comedy, musical, not in drama.
yes,
So
that
it's going to
comedy
be
musical
wild.
category isn't a niche one, but that's where like a lot of the big hitters are now.
So the way this is going to work, we will talk about all of the major film categories, the three drama categories, three comedy musical categories, supporting categories, and director and screenplay. Starting with drama, I will give like a prediction for a nomination, then Ryan will give one, and we'll go back and forth. So let's begin with Best Picture Drama at the Golden Globes. In my number one slot, Ryan, I have Hamnets. I think that's number one. What do you
That's what I got number one too. I
think?
think it's a threat to win Best Picture, so you got to put it number one here. I think I feel pretty good about it winning too.
I will be surprised if something beats Hamnet for picture drama at the Globes, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, there's a world I guess I can see another film take it, but yeah, this has been winning audience award after audience award, and so yeah, I think this is something that really moves people emotionally. I'm trying to figure out whether it's kind of the new Golden Globe taste, whether it aligns with their taste, and I think it does for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be surprised if it just wins like an acting award at the Globes, and it's like picture drama. We can go with something else, something more exciting. It is possible. We have some wonderful contenders here. What is in your second place slot?
And second, that's where I have actually sentimental value. I really feel like sentimental value, in my opinion, I don't know if it's going to be a big hit at the Academy, but at Globes, I kind of feel like this is where it will have like its best day. I think it has an international kind of vibe to it. It's European. So I'm kind of thinking that maybe sentimental value is going to be like that big heavy hitter at Globes. And that will probably be like the peak of its season. That's just my opinion, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I have that in second place too because first off, it's a wonderful movie. I saw that at TIFF. I really loved it. And it's an international film. It's heavily
Yeah.
international. These actors, this story, this director. I think that film can do very well at the Globes. Will it do as well at the Oscars? Maybe not. I don't know about you. I've been getting a vibe in the last few weeks. It might underperform on Oscar nominations morning, but I think that one's going to do very well at the Globes. And I think if anything can beat Hamnets, it's that film.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a possibility that that could just surprise because it just fits right in line with their current taste. But yeah, I don't know. I will be honest in saying that as much as I love Sentiment to Value, when I saw it, I was a little underwhelmed by it, to be
Mm.
completely honest. Emotionally, at least. It just didn't hit me emotionally as much as I've seen it hit other people. So yeah, I've always been kind of weary about sentimental value, and it's, whether it's something that we are putting a little too much belief
Right.
in, but it's hard to kind of remove my own experience from watching it. But
It's hard, right, to predict these things if you're just going off of your own emotions.
yeah,
Well, I didn't cry. So
exactly.
it's out. It's tricky. You have to kind of like use your head, and sometimes even if it's like not your favorite film of the year, you have to just be like, well, it's probably going to do well at the Globes, and I think that's the case with sentimental value. In third place, Ryan, I have Sinners. I think Sinners, if not third, maybe fourth. I think Sinners gets into picture drama, right?
Yes, yeah, I have Sinners in third as well, actually.
Okay,
so yeah, we're aligning pretty perfectly.
We didn't
so
share
far.
these.
No, this is the first time we're sharing this with each other. Yeah, my only thing really that's giving me a little bit like I wonder is I do feel like it's a bit of a movie with like a bit of a more like American sensibility. It's kind of rooted in American history, but I don't know. It's so critically well received. It's hard to imagine that they disregard it. So yeah, that I do feel good about Sinners being there. And do you think Sinners could potentially win? I was wondering.
I mean, I could see it maybe being like the shocker, huge victory of the night. Everyone's like, is it going to be Hamnet or sentimental value? And let's say Sinners wins nothing, like the whole night.
Yeah.
And then picture drama, they come out, it's like the last category of the evening, and they say Sinners. And like the whole cast gets up on stage. That would be a moment. If I remember correctly, I think that happened with Babel 2006, the film with like Brad Pitt and Kate Blanchett. I think that movie got a bunch of nominations, didn't win anything, and then it won picture. And it was like, whoa.
Oh, wow.
It's happened a few times. Movies that don't win anywhere else, and then it takes picture drama. I would say there's like a 2% chance of that happening if they decide like we're just going to give Hamnet Best Actress Jessie Buckley. Mm-hmm. And we're going to give Sinners picture. Like, that would really be a big moment, right? And then we're like, oh, shit. Like, Sinners might do even better on Oscar nominations morning. That would be a really cool moment. I wouldn't predict it here, but it's possible.
Yeah, it's difficult for me not to compare Sinners to Barbie and being kind of a big studio film that kind of swept the nation to a certain degree. Kind of a Hollywood film with some art in it. So I know that they didn't really love Barbie too much. So maybe I'm thinking that's why I don't know if Sinners could win, but there's always an outside chance. You never know. But yeah, I agree with you.
Do they still have that like cinematic box office achievement category? I didn't even look.
Yes.
Do they still have that?
They do.
Sinners could win that, maybe?
Let me calculate. Sinners or Wicked too.
Wicked, For Good, or Avatar, Fire and Ash, maybe.
That's possible, yeah.
But yeah, I still remember that moment when I think that was the only thing Barbie won at that year's Globes.
Yes,
it only won that category, and the whole cast came up on stage, and Greta Gerwig spoke, and they treated it as if the film had won Best Picture.
Yeah,
I love that. It's not Best Picture.
Yeah.
So I guess they could give picture drama to Hamnet, and then Sinners wins that prize, maybe. But we'll
just
see.
Like Barbie.
Just like Barbie. Okay, so what do you have in your fourth place slot?
In fourth, I do have It Was Just an Accident.
Me too.
It won the Palme d'Or. You do?
Yeah.
You as well?
Yeah.
Nice.
4 for 4.
Nice. We're boring everyone out
film.
there. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, give us something crazy. Throw in there, throw in a movie no one's even thinking about.
Yeah, Eddington. It won the Palme d'Or, right? So
Ryan's like, in fourth place, Eddington.
I didn't hear you. That would be crazy.
Yeah, it was just an accident. I think the Palme d'Or win is huge, and it's an international film. And did you see it at TIFF? I mean, it's really strong. It's a
strong movie. It's a very good movie. I think I even like it a little bit more than Anatomy of Fall, even for me. So
okay, yeah.
I feel pretty good about it, and they have been adding some international films in their lineup as of late. So I think it wouldn't be strange at all to see that film pop in here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that can win anywhere this season outside of maybe like a really cool surprise in director for Jafar Panahi.
Yeah,
I think that could maybe happen somewhere, but I think that's a film that's going to be nominated pretty much everywhere. It won't necessarily win any picture prizes like during award season.
I think screenplay is possible for
maybe
that.
Screenplay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's good. It's good screenplay.
Yeah, for sure. So that's our 4th place slot. My 5th place is Frankenstein. I think Frankenstein makes it. What do you think?
Brian, I'm sorry to say, but I have Frankenstein as well.
No, come on.
I really do. They're
going to think that we shared these. We didn't.
I know they are. We did not share these, ladies and gentlemen. We both have Frankenstein. Yeah. Guillermo del Toro is so beloved internationally. He's so charming at his Q&As. I think his films are very visual, so I think they play very well with international audiences. But yeah, that's why I have it in. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, Frankenstein for me is going to be one of like the big question marks this season. Does it get into picture at the Oscars? Maybe. Right. Does it get into adapted screenplay, which is kind of an open category right now? Can Del Toro shock the world, get into director at the Oscars for that? Like maybe.
I think it's possible.
And then Jacob Elordi would be really cool. Like boy, like a supporting actor. Supporting actor. 2 or 3 contenders over the last few weeks have kind of fallen off. So I'm like, maybe Elordi can make it. We'll see. But I think in a field of 6 in picture drama at the Globes, Frankenstein is there. And then 6th place.
I know we have the same one. I already know
Let's see if we have the last one.
Should we say it at the same time?
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Avatar.
6 for 6. Holy cow. That's crazy.
I love it.
That we had the same 6 titles in the same order, Ryan. That's
meant to be.
Bizarre.
It's meant to be. It means we're right.
We have the same mind, yeah. Except I liked Wicked for Good.
Well, that's the only difference, yeah.
Which we'll get to. Okay, so why do we think Avatar Fire and Ash makes that list at the Globes?
Well, it's a good question. I think
I don't know why.
The first 2 got in. Even Water, The Way of Water got in. I think it's coming out, like, it's going to be really fresh on the voters' minds. It's going to be coming out and being
December 19th.
Probably, days probably before they go and vote for it with their ballots in hand. So, it's going to be so fresh on their minds. So, yeah, I think that's possible. Also, it seems very epic. I know not a lot of people are entirely pumped about it, but I saw that it was 3 hours, over 3 hours. Did you know that?
Yeah, it's like Titanic's length. It's like 3 hours 15.
Yes. So, and also I really just... I don't doubt the Cameron, and with kind of Wicked maybe slipping out, maybe that allows Avatar to snag one of those spots in picture. I currently have Avatar in my Best Picture lineup at number 10, so it makes sense to put it here as well.
I like that everyone's saying, well, now that Wicked for Good is out, Avatar can take its place. Like, no one has seen Avatar yet. We don't know.
We don't know, but I do know what Wicked is.
Okay. A good film.
Well,
okay, we'll get to that. But I just like, you can't discount Avatar, James Cameron, the film opening in mid-December, and I think I read something a couple days ago, like the Globe voters are going to be one of the first bodies to see the movie so that they can vote for it, and it's just like they're going to include Avatar. I would be shocked if it missed here.
I mean, I remember it finished wrapping its edit. And then like a few days later, the AARP Movies for a Grown-Up Award nominations came out, and they had awarded Avatar 3 and supporting actress for Sigourney Weaver.
For Sigourney Weaver? Oh, I just saw that. Yeah.
So that was kind of interesting.
Crazy.
Yeah. So I was like, wait, so did they saw the film or not? I mean, they must have seen it like the day
they saw a clip.
Yeah. Or maybe they just love Sigourney Weaver and they didn't even see it.
I didn't cover that award show. I still haven't yet. I'm not quite there yet. But yeah, I mean, we haven't seen it yet. No, almost nobody has seen it yet. But I think that gets into, even if it's like the 6th place slot, it makes it into picture drama. My alternate, Ryan, is The Secret Agent. I feel like that could make the list, but what do we take out is the question.
That is the question. I agree. That actually is my alternate as well.
Okay.
For the reason of, we'll get to Best Drama Actor, but that's the reason why I have that one in there. Because I think if this movie's going to do well, I think Globes is the spot where Secret Agent would pop up in this category.
Yeah, we're going to talk about actor drama next, and Wagner Moura, like he's right up there. It's like,
yes, sir.
If he wins, like why would Secret Agent miss in picture drama with 6 nominees? That's where I'm struggling. But which one do we drop? I mean, I guess Avatar. If I had to pick, I'd drop Avatar and put in Secret Agent.
Yeah, I would do the same.
I think Frankenstein has a better chance than Avatar right now.
I do as well. I mean, I even have friends who don't watch barely any movies of the year, and they message me about Frankenstein. So
the power
that
of
was
Netflix.
Yeah, exactly, and they liked it. So I think that I feel pretty good about. I think it's doing very well though. People seem to really enjoy it.
Do I need to watch that again? I liked it. It was fine. I wasn't like, oh my god,
yeah,
greatest movie of the year.
Yeah, there are some people who don't love it, but yeah.
So yeah, I think if something can surprise here, it's Secret Agent. I could see that showing up. But as of now, guys, in Best Picture Drama at the Globes, our list right now is Hamnet, Sentimental Value, Sinners, It Was Just an Accident, Frankenstein, and Avatar, Fire and Ash. All right, actor drama is next. Speaking of the Secret Agent, I have in the number 1 slot, Ryan, Wagner Moura, the Secret Agent. I think he's going to win. I think he's going to pull a Fernanda Torres. The way she won last year for I'm Still Here, I think he's going to take it. We don't have Timothée Chalamet and DiCaprio here. So I just, like, who can beat him? I don't have, like, an obvious choice. I think it's Moura. I think he's number 1. What do you think?
I think you should stop sharing my brain because I have Wagner Moura at number 1 as well. I completely agree. I think it's shaping up to be the Fernanda Torres for I'm Still Here. We're getting deja vu. And like you said, that the category is so thin. I don't see anyone else here really competing incredibly strong. I think maybe we can talk about other candidates maybe down the road. Moura, yeah, I've still yet to see The Secret Agent, to be honest. Okay. I've reached out to Neon, so I have no idea what this performance is even like. But based on what I've heard, he's really good in the film.
Yeah, he's really good. It's a subtle performance. It's not Fernanda Torres. He doesn't have scenes of like where he's lashing out or emotional beats where he's crying and stuff. It's kind of a soft, like reserved performance, but you can't look away from him. He's kind of magnetic in the film, like just his presence from scene to scene. And it's almost 3 hours long. He's in almost the entire thing. Okay. So it's his movie. If you're going to like or love that, you want to give it something, it would be in Best Actor.
And we're just doing nominations right now, and that would probably be a very sure nomination at the very least.
Yeah, that would be wild if he missed.
Yeah.
In a field, I mean, typically, Ryan, year to year, like Best Actor Drama at the Globes, it's like packed with amazing contenders. And for this coming season, like as we're going to talk about here, it is kind of limited, which is kind of shocking to me.
Unlimited.
You're not allowed to sing it if you don't like it. So who is in your second place? Like behind Moura, who is the most likely to beat him, do you think?
Michael B. Jordan would probably be my number 2.
That's my number 2.
He played dual.
He can win for that.
No, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be likely in Best Drama. He was the lead of the film. He plays dual roles.
Yep.
For my money, I thought he was good. I don't know if I would call it great, but again, the performance is pretty. The field is pretty thin, so I do feel good about it. I think he probably has enough people who did like his performance to probably get in here.
Yeah, does he give the performance of the year? No, but he's got a lot going for him. I mean, he's really the only lead of the movie. And people have talked about, various great performances in it that could maybe get into supporting actor, supporting actress, but it's not very clear right now. The film has one lead role, it's him. And I think like this is the time to give him a nomination. Yeah. He's been doing such great work, going back a decade or 2 decades. I mean, he's been around a while now, doing wonderful films with Ryan Coogler, and the movie getting into picture and potentially director and screenplay and stuff. I feel like Sinners gets one acting nomination along the way, and he just makes sense to me, Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, me too. I kind of feel like if he doesn't get nominated here, then he's probably never going to get nominated because
Yeah.
because this
he's
is
getting
like
it,
teed
I
up
think.
for him. Yeah.
If he's not in slot 2, I think he's 3 or 4. I would be shocked if he didn't make this list at the Globes. So
Yeah.
I have Michael B. Jordan in second. One of these times we have to we have to go against each other some way.
I think it's this one.
Okay, my number 3. My number 3 is Jeremy Allen White for Springsteen.
We finally broke the curse.
Okay. Who's
I
your
have
number 3?
Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I actually have Dwayne The Rock
I have him
Johnson.
in 4th.
Okay.
I mean, it's kind of silly. Like, neither one of those guys is going to win. Like, if Dwayne Johnson won the Globe, I'd be like, what are we doing here?
Okay, well, I'll be honest in saying that there's something in me that still feels like I know the movie bombed at the box office, showing that no one really cared about this movie. I know the reviews are soft, but there's still something in me that feel like, I don't know, maybe this just like fits perfectly with actors, and maybe just actors haven't had a chance to see it. But once industry people or actors watch it, maybe there's something in me that still thinks The Rock is not completely out, even for Best Actor at the Oscars. And then, people can go crazy at me at the comment section below telling me it's over, but I still feel like there's a possibility that The Rock is not off the table.
Yeah, I mean, for the Oscars right now, I have him in slot 8.
Okay.
So I mean, he's not off the list or anything because it is a transformative performance and it's something we've never seen from him before.
Yeah.
I just thought the movie was pretty lousy. I didn't much care for it, and then it bombed, Ryan. It just bombed.
Yeah. I could just see in my brain though, like a Dwayne The Rock Johnson, and then showing the clip where he's like crying with the bed with the prosthetics. Like, it just there are some Oscar clips that you can pull out of that film and present.
I mean, I think when you combine drama and comedy, when you have all of the actor contenders for 2025, I just think there's too much competition right now for the Oscar nomination. I think he's for sure getting into the Globes. Yeah. So I mean, you can. I mean, I could put Johnson in third. It's like I have him pretty close. I just think Jeremy Allen White also gets in at the Globes based on him playing, this famous, this icon performer singer. I just think that's enough to get him in at the Globes, even if that's the end of the road for him, playing Bruce Springsteen, even though he's very reserved in the movie, he's got some nice moments here and there. I can see him getting in at the Globes, and then that's it.
Yeah, I could see that. Just because you have 12 slots for the Globes, the movie is just so, I mean, if you thought Smashing Machine were a little slow, that movie is just dreadfully boring. I mean, pretty boring.
I didn't like either one. They're both at I gave them both a 4 out of 10. So I'm not going to revisit those anytime soon. That one was kind of wild. Like, most of the year, I just assumed Jeremy Allen White was a shoo-in for the Oscar nomination. Yeah. It seems like almost every year, we have a biopic performance, and that was going to be the one. And then we all saw the movie, and it's just like a shrug. It's like, it's fine. It's nothing better than that. So
I wouldn't say it's it's not like what Timothée Chalamet did with Bob Dylan. The performance isn't like, wow, he is and sings just like, Bruce Springsteen or anything like that. I feel like it's much more subtle. It's not as, I would say, as impressive as what Chalamet did last year.
Yeah, I said that in my review. I never for 1 second forgot I was watching Jeremy Allen White.
Yeah.
For 1 second in the whole movie.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I do think Bruce Springsteen is a more difficult person to get lost in physically. There's only so much you can do. So I get that. But I think based on the biopic of it all, I think he's probably safe for the Globe nomination. I don't think he gets anything past that, though.
Yeah, I do have.
So what? Okay, so he's your number 4.
No, my number 4 is Joel Edgerton.
Oh,
Joel Edgerton. Yeah.
Your number 4 is Joel Edgerton. He is my 6th place slots. Okay.
Oh,
why are we feeling Edgerton?
Well, it's a personal thing for me. I love Train Dreams. I have Train Dreams actually in my Best Picture lineup. So it's got to make sense that Joel Edgerton is here. I think he's on the table for a sneak in for Best Actor at the Oscars. I would say it's his best performance of his career. It's subtle. It's quiet. There's a lot of emotional scenes in it. So why not? Joel Edgerton.
Yeah, I need to watch that again. I saw it at Sundance and I was very tired and I was like, oh, it's fine.
Oh, okay.
So I need to watch it again when I'm more rested. I think it's on Netflix now, so I'm going to watch it soon and take in that performance again. Yeah.
I mean, the amount that being tired has an effect over a film, like that is so real. Like when you're at these film festivals and you're exhausted. I saw Queer one night and I was exhausted. I didn't really like the film that much. But I didn't feel like I really absorbed it. So I went to bed, got some actual sleep, woke up in the morning, watched it again on the next P&I. And that movie was like brand new, different movie for me. Like I liked it so much more. But yeah, it was kind of scary how much like having sleep can really transform your ability and your patience and your ability to really take in the story.
Yeah, so I'm going to give that another watch. It's interesting. We didn't even mention Train Dreams and Picture Drama. You think it has no shot there, but it can get into actor?
No, I do think it can get into best film. The only reason why I don't have it in is just because it does feel very like if Sinners was American centric. I do feel like Train Dreams also feels very like American Midwest. It just has that kind of. It's tied to American history, so that's the only reason why I don't have it in my 5. But I do. And I think it's going to also pick up steam. I feel like Train Dreams is something like Sing Sing. I know Sing Sing didn't get into the Best Picture lineup, and it didn't get into the Best Film lineup also at the Globes. So I'm kind of seeing it might be the same thing. Doesn't really get Globe attention, but might be more of an American sensation as more people watch it.
Yeah, I mean, we get into the weeds a little bit when we're like, oh, he's in 3rd place. He's in 5th place. It's like, I really think outside of, Mora and Jordan, like no one can win besides them. Like, I do think those are the two. I mean, it is the Globe. Sometimes they give us a surprise. Like, not many people were predicting Fernanda Torres to win a year ago. Like, we weren't like, it's going to be Torres, like maybe in 2nd place. Like, I think she was like near the bottom of our list as to like win. So
millions of Brazilians were predicting it. That's for sure.
So they can throw us a surprise. In some ways, like when I think about it, like maybe Edgerton should be higher. Maybe you're right. Maybe 6th place is too low. Edgerton probably has a better chance of winning, like over Jeremy Allen White's in a way, because Train Dreams is a better film. Yeah.
Yeah. If Train Dreams gets in film, like I think we should look out for him. Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, so he's on my list as well. My other slot here we haven't mentioned is Daniel Day-Lewis, Anemone. I think he gets the Globe nomination, and that's it, based on his name and a couple really great scenes he has in that film. What do you think?
I think if the Globes are feeling like super lazy and they just want to check Daniel Day-Lewis, but like you said, he's always worthy of a nomination. Always worthy. And the question
almost always gets in at the Globes, Ryan. He got in for The Boxer. He got in for 9.
Oh, really? Well, well,
they nominated him for 9.
So, back in the old Globes days, though.
I think I would put Edgerton above Day-Lewis, though. I think Day-Lewis might be 6th. Like if he gets in, it'll be kind of that lazy name check of a nomination. I have 2 alternates that we'll mention, but do you have Daniel Day-Lewis on your list or no?
I don't actually. I have him at 7, but I totally agree that could easily happen because he's so respected. I mean, it just like you said, like,
and he hasn't been in a film in 8 years. It's been a while.
That's true. The question is, did they put on the screener? I don't know. That's the reason why I have him a little bit out.
Yeah. Okay.
But
who's your final slot?
I have Oscar Isaac. Oddly enough. It doesn't feel perfect to put it there, but I have it getting in for drama. I know some people thought Oscar Isaac was maybe over the top in the movie. I thought he was perfect for the role. I thought he did really well. I don't know. Again, international audiences, I think they're going to like Frankenstein. He's been nominated 3 times before for the Globes. So I figured, maybe Oscar Isaac. There's 12 slots for actor. I don't think there's a chance he gets in at the Oscars, but maybe here.
I think, yeah, I mean, I don't think that's wild. I think that's possible if the film gets into picture drama, if it gets into supporting actor and maybe director, like it does really well. Like that would make sense in kind of a limited field. Like there's not a
Yeah.
ton of heavy hitters. Maybe Oscar Isaac slips in there. I don't have him in my alternates. I wrote his name down at one point, and then I was like, "That's not going to happen." So here you
Wrote
are
his name
predicting
down
it. So
at
that's
one point.
interesting. So yeah, I personally wasn't that affected by his performance. I thought Lordy was way better in the movie. So, but yeah, like he got into comedy musical at the Globes for Inside Llewyn Davis many years ago. Like they've nominated him before. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. My number one alternate is Will Arnett. Is this thing on? Which is drama. Have you seen that movie?
I have seen that movie.
Do you think that could happen? Will Arnett surprises at the Globes?
It would be very surprising to see
Okay.
Will Arnett get a beat Daniel Day-Lewis in an acting competition. I'll say that must be, that would be pretty wild.
It
That
is Searchlight. It's Searchlight. Yeah. It's coming out in mid-December, so it's
one
got
of their
a few
only
things
contenders
going
of the
for it.
year.
Bradley Cooper directing. Yeah,
that's very much true. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like if it was in the comedy category, I don't know. Comedy category is pretty competitive, but it just felt like for me, like, oh, that belongs much more in comedy. I don't know if the dramatic muscles are being, used as much for that film. So that's the only reason why I do have them on my, possible contenders, but I have them at, kind of like 8. So yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I could see it, I guess, but I'm not as confident as other people will be on that film.
Yeah, it makes sense to me, sight unseen. I haven't watched that movie yet. It seems like he would go comedy for that. That seems like a movie that's in between that you would go comedy, but they're going drama.
It's pretty interesting. A movie that's about stand-up comedy, and they're like drama. Okay.
Sometimes every year there's like a few wacky choices where it's like, wait, that's in comedy or that's in like sometimes they do that, and that's fine. But I mean, comedy musical, as we'll get to, that's a pretty loaded category actually for actors. So I don't know, like maybe he has a better shot in drama.
That was probably the move and why they wanted to do that.
And then the one other name I wanted to mention was Russell Crowe, Nuremberg. Could that be a thing? I don't know.
I have not seen Nuremberg.
I haven't seen it either.
Yet.
I got a screener link. I'm going to watch it. Yeah.
Oh, cool. I do know some people like it. Some people did respond to the film. People of an older age, especially, I would say. The other name I would throw out there is like a complete left field option. Just with the international crowd, I have Sergio Lopez from Surat. Have you seen Surat?
Ooh, no. That's a neon film, right?
Oh, yes. Surat
I'm going to watch it soon, yeah.
It's a love or hate thing, but if you really like it, like people do have passion for this movie, and I think he's really fantastic in this movie. So I wouldn't be surprised to see if that's just kind of an outside chance. I think Globes will like Surat. I don't know if everyone will love it, but I think that's a possibility, and I would love to see that happen. I think it'd be great.
Yeah, I mean, I always love when the Globes throw us for a loop with like one really cool nomination, an actor, actress that we're not expecting. I feel like that could happen this year, and that could be a contender as well. But so for right now, guys, in Best Actor Drama, we conflict a little bit, but for the most part, we're the same. We have Wagner Moura, The Secret Agents, Michael B. Jordan, Sinners, Dwayne Johnson, The Smashing Machine, Jeremy Allen White, Springsteen, Deliver Me From Nowhere, Joel Edgerton, Train Dreams, and then I have Daniel Day-Lewis, Anemone. You have Oscar Isaac, Frankenstein. So we'll see. All right, Best Actress Drama is next. This is a tough one. Who do we begin with? I don't know. Maybe Jessie Buckley, Hamnet.
Oh, really? I'm going with Sydney Sweeney.
Is she low on your list? Do you have Jessie Buckley in 5th place?
No, I have Jessie Buckley right there at number 1.
I think she's gonna sweep, man.
Unfortunately, I didn't even need to get through the entire movie of Hamnet. Just the first 10 minutes, I was like, okay, she's winning.
God, that scene, when she loses her child, I was like,
it's over.
I mean, she is just so incredible in that movie.
Yeah.
And for many months, I thought if there's one person maybe who could beat her, it's Cynthia Erivo. If Wicked for Good comes on really strong and there's a narrative there, she got nominated last time. And now people are like dropping her from even getting the Oscar nomination. I'm
I
like,
know,
well,
it's brutal.
I think Jessie Buckley has it in the bag now. I think it's over.
Yeah, it's definitely over. I agree with you that if there was someone who was going to sneak up and possibly threaten it, it was Cynthia Erivo. If that movie really stuck the landing and somehow surpassed the first one in terms of performance. I mean, the first one was a knockout. So if she had done that, that would have been like a complete, hat trick that deserves probably an award for both films. But that film didn't seem to do as well. So now Jessie Buckley is even more sort of, cleared the way even more for her.
But we'll talk about her in actress comedy musical. I just think Buckley has this. I mean, even if she doesn't win every major actress prize the next few months, she's definitely winning the Globe for actress drama. That would just anyone else here. There's some wonderful contenders we're going to talk about. I just think Buckley has this one for sure.
Yeah.
So who is your number 2 in actress drama?
Well, let me just ask you a hypothetical. Let's say, hypothetically speaking, Hamnet doesn't win Best Drama. Sentimental Value, Best Drama. Whoa, surprise. Does that mean Renate Reinsve could win? What do you think about that? Because that's who I have number 2. Oh.
She's my number 2. I think based on the strength of Sentimental Value, I think even if Sentimental Value wins picture drama, Buckley still wins actress drama for Hamnet. 100% actually. I don't think Reinsve has quite enough in that movie to win her Best Actress. I might be proven wrong. You never know. But like one of my like surprises watching that movie at TIFF, Ryan, I don't know if you felt the same way. Like she is a member of an ensemble of 4 actors in that movie, and there are many stretches of that film she is not in. Like there's at least one part. I remember like 15, 20 minutes go by and you don't even see her for a while.
Yeah, I
think that's
an argument
why,
to be had.
I think that's why it's going to be difficult for her to win, especially over Buckley, because she's just not in a ton of that film. But she's excellent in it. And I think you have 2 other very good female performances in that movie that are not in as much of it. So it makes sense that Reinsve would go lead. Yeah, I think based on the strength of Sentimental Value getting into picture, like could potentially win picture. Could potentially win supporting actor, as we'll talk about. I think she's very safely in second place in actress. I don't think any of these other contenders I would put above Reinsve. So my third place slot, she is so great in this movie. She might not go anywhere past the Globes, but Jennifer Lawrence, Die My Love. She is fantastic in that film. She should get in at the Oscars. I just don't think the movie's quite strong enough. It's not going to be a factor in any other category. And that's where I think she's on dangerous ground for the Oscar nomination, but she's for sure getting in at the Globes, I think.
Yeah, I think kind of like drama actor, the field's pretty thin for the most part, but I do have Jennifer Lawrence as well at number 3.
Okay.
Kind of like Emma Stone, I think she's beloved. The reviews are all right. They're not like the greatest reviews ever, but the critics, probably out of any element of the film, I think really applaud her performance from the film. She's been nominated 5 times around there. And she got nominated for No Hard Feelings even.
No Hard
Don't
Feelings
Look Up.
she got in.
Yeah. And
she
Don't
got
Look
in
Up.
For Don't Look Up?
Yes,
I forgot that. Oh my God.
So, so like it just feels like she's got to get in here.
Yeah. The performance is so strong. I would be shocked. Like they put her in there for No Hard Feelings 2 years ago. So, I mean, I know that was in comedy, but I just think because drama actress, there's not like 15 incredible contenders battling it out. If she's not in third place, she's in fourth. I think she's up there. Who is your fourth place slot?
Fourth place slot. That's where I have another film that is probably not doing incredibly well. It bombed pretty bad at the box office, but she is very beloved. And that's where I have Julia Roberts for After the Hunt.
Oh, okay. You have her in fourth?
I have her in fourth. Yes.
I'm like, I could see, that movie was not good and it bombed. And I really think that's kind of the Daniel Day-Lewis situation, Ryan. Yeah. It's like, she gets in there, kind of a name check. We love Julia Roberts. And to be fair, I think she's the best thing in that movie. She's great. She got like 3 scenes in that film. I was like, whoa, like she's bringing it in that. And that's why I think she gets in.
Luca Guadagnino, right? He got in. They really liked Challengers. They really liked Queer. Or well, I don't know if they really liked
that's
Queer.
A good point.
But they nominated Daniel Craig in Queer. So maybe they're a Luca fanboy in the Globes. I don't know.
After The Hunt gets into picture drama, director. We're like, what?
Andrew Garfield, sporting.
Andrew Garfield. It's just it's just down the line, and everyone's like, okay, Globes.
Box Office Achievement Award. We're like, huh?
Okay, that's interesting. I was like, I mean, I even floated her a few hours ago, like having her be the alternate. And I was like, I don't know. She's such a big name. She's so famous, and she's really great in the film, even though it's very flawed. I think she just barely squeaks in there for the Globe nomination, and then that's the end of the road for her.
And she's only been nominated like 3 times, I think, for the Globes. She won once, but it's not like they nominate her for everything. You know, they didn't nominate her, I don't think, for Closer or anything like that. So it's not like they always nominate her. But
kind of her wild random Globe nomination was Duplicity 2009. She got in comedy musical for that.
No way.
The movie with Clive Owen.
Clive Owen. Yeah, I just mentioned Closer too with Clive Owen. I have no memory of Duplicity. I have like a memory of the poster.
She missed for Closer, but she got in for Duplicity. It's like,
interesting. Okay.
Yeah. That's a favorite category of mine because you have Meryl Streep double nominated for It's Complicated and Julie and Julia, and you have my fave Sandra Bullock nominated for The Proposal. So I know that category very well.
Awesome.
That year's Golden Globe nominated. But even if she's in like 4th, 5th, 6th, I think I agree with you. I think Roberts is safe. I think she's going to make it. She's in there. My 4th place is Tessa Thompson Hedda. I think she gets in.
That's why I
had issues with that film. I had issues with Hedda. I'm willing to watch it a second time. That was another movie at TIFF. I saw it was like my 4th or 5th of the day. It was like at night, and I was like kind of tired. So, I mean, that does happen. Maybe I need to see more films at these festivals, like in the morning. Maybe that would help me. I don't know, but
it's really dialogue driven, right? So it's like everything that's being told to you is the plot. So you have to really pay attention and to absorb what's going on in the story. But she's really good in it. Really good.
Yeah, she's great. I love her. I've always loved Tessa Thompson. I think she deserved an Oscar nomination for Passing. Yeah. I thought she was wonderful in that. And I'm always excited, like every new project she has. And yeah, she's really good in Hedda. And I don't know how far she goes this award season. I think she's safe for the Globe nomination.
Yeah, I agree. Reviews are good too. 90% on Rotten Tomatoes. So.
And they're doing the rounds, man. Like I've gotten a ton of emails about stuff regarding Hedda, and you see her all over. Like she's campaigning. She's going to work for it for sure.
Yeah. That's who I have at number 5.
Okay, so we have 5. Like we have the same 5, just in different orders. Who is your final person you're predicting right now?
So this was really tricky. I could throw in a couple different people, but I actually threw in Jodie Foster for A Private Life.
Ooh, okay.
She's been nominated for like 10 Globes.
I have her as my second alternate, and I thought of her for that. I haven't seen the film yet. I'm going to watch it soon. I have a screener for it, so I'm going to check it out. But have you seen that movie?
I have not seen that movie.
Okay.
But the premise sounds really interesting.
Name. Yeah.
Yeah, based on her name, I've heard that she speaks entirely in French in the film.
Right.
And I have a French friend.
Prediction.
Yeah, I have a French friend who said that her French is quite good in it. And was kind of surprising to hear. So, and I think critics really single her performance as kind of the strong point of the film. And she's been nominated like 10 times for the Globes. So they love her.
Yeah, and she won for some random ass movie a few years ago. I can't even remember the title. It starts with an M.
Like
I want to say Mandalorian, but that's not right.
I know Mauritanian.
Yeah, Mauritanian. The
Mauritanian.
Like a movie like that came and went. Nobody saw that. She won Best Actress for that.
And she got the train going for Naiad. When they went for Naiad, they got her.
That's right.
They got her in there.
Yeah, so that movie is just so small. Nobody talks about it that I'm just like, could that happen? But yeah, I mean, Jodie Foster's a big name and they love her at the Globe, so maybe she slips in there. In my final slot, even though that film bombed and, you know, it's a transformative performance, I think she can get the Globe nomination. I have Sydney Sweeney for Christie. I think she can get in at the Globes for that.
Yeah, the box office bomb was not just a bomb, it was like a record-breaking bomb.
Why didn't it just go like to a streamer that no one would talk about?
It's so
I feel the same way about Kiss of the Spider-Woman. It's like Kiss of the Spider-Woman. Just send it to Netflix and not have it go to theaters. And then people would, you know, like if Emilia Perez, which we reviewed together a year ago, what if that had opened in theaters? Would that have done as well at the Oscars? I don't know. Like it went to Netflix. So,
yeah, Netflix has the advantage that they don't have to really get those bad, nasty articles about box office bombs,
about the box office. Yeah, so that's the factor with Sydney Sweeney is that Christie just came and went and bombed hard.
Very hard,
like, you know, to be honest, I think Christie is a better film than some of the titles we've been talking about in this video. Like, I gave it a 7. It's not like a bad film. I liked elements of it.
We watched it together. We were at TIFF. We watched it together. I didn't love the film. I don't know.
Did you? What'd you give it? Like 4? Like you would be more like 4 or 5? 5. Yeah. It's not like there. Like I had issues with things in it, and it's very familiar and stuff. But I thought she was good in it. I thought the performance was strong. So I think like just based on the strength of her performance, she can get in there. But it will not surprise me if she misses. You know, if they snub her and give her slot to a Jodie Foster would make sense.
Right.
The only other alternate I have here is Laura Dern. Is this thing on? Maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
So you know, Laura Dern is also beloved. You know, she won the Globe for Marriage Story and won the Oscar too. And you know, she's been around a long time. And I think it all depends on like, do they watch and love? Is this thing on? You know, I think if Will Arnett gets into actor, maybe Laura Dern gets into actress. That could happen.
I do like Dern better than Arnett, I would say. Her performance, I think, is more dramatic than Arnett's. So I could see that. I have her in at 8. Another person I'm considering, because this is an international branch, is Miriam Afshari from It Was Just an Accident. And I apologize if I mispronounced that.
That would be cool, yeah.
Yeah, I thought she was incredible in it. She was the one performance from that film that like actually got me choked up. So I could see maybe an outside chance of that. It would be kind of like similar to my Sergio Lopez. It's that international performance that kind of sneaks in here.
Mm-hmm. That'd be cool too. Yeah, in some ways, I look at my final list here of the 6 in actress drama, and I'm like, one of these is going to miss. There's going to be some cool surprise where I'm like, oh, okay. It just seems like, you know, After the Hunt bombed, Christie bombed, Hedda is kind of underperformed, Die My Love didn't do well. Like that kind of bombed too, really.
Yeah, so we do have a lot of picks of movies that didn't do well at the box.
Yeah, and not to say that should affect like the movie getting in at the Globes. Like I don't think it should matter that much there. But like, I could see them saying, do we have to nominate all of these performances and box office bombs that movies a lot of people don't like? Like maybe they do throw in a really cool like international pick that we're not expecting. Yeah.
For a film that's going to be in drama too. I mean, it's pretty likely that It Was Just an Accident is going to be in drama. So,
but I mean, all of this discussion, Ryan, and Jessie Buckley is going to win, and she's going to win the Oscar, and it's like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, very true. Very true. I do love an easy winner sometimes, though.
We're just yakking, you know. We're talking about, you know, and it's like, when you see as many movies as we do, like all year, we're looking at films, we're looking at contenders, and now is the part of the season where we start to think like, okay, who can get nominated for things? Yeah. And it's exciting for us to kind of like go through our lists and stuff, but like Buckley's just going to win.
Yeah.
So we can keep it brief.
Suspense. Yes.
All right. So best actress drama. My list is, well, most of our contenders are the same. We have Jessie Buckley, Hamnet, Renata Reinsva, Sentimental Value, Jennifer Lawrence, Die My Love, Tessa Thompson, Hedda, Julia Roberts, After the Hunt, and then I have Sydney Sweeney, Christie. Ryan has Jodie Foster, A Private Life. All right, so those are the drama categories in film at the Globes. Now let's move into comedy musical, Ryan. Best Picture, comedy musical. I have at the top a little movie you might have seen, might have heard of called One Battle After Another. Do you know that one?
I think I saw it. Yeah, is that the
It's
one with the war film?
it's got this part. It's like there's a long road and
Long Road.
yeah,
Hmm.
a lot of
No,
cars.
I haven't heard of it really. No, yeah, I love that movie. I saw it 3 times in theaters.
Whoa!
Yeah, I don't
Something-
watch movies again in theaters, and that was like one of the rare times I actually went back to go watch a movie just because I wanted to. So yeah, I love it.
Something viewers might not know. I don't rewatch a lot of movies. Like One Battle After Another was such an awesome experience. I saw it in my one IMAX screen in town. I was like in just the mid, I was in the center of the theater. Just I just loved every second of it. And I'm like, that's my experience with the film. Like, I'm good for a while. Same thing with Hamnet at TIFF. I'm like, okay, I think I'm good for a bit. So I don't need to cry that hard again. One Battle After Another, I think right now, Ryan, is the front runner to win the Oscar for Best Picture. It has competition. I can't see it possibly losing comedy musical at the Globes, right?
No, I really don't. I really don't. I want to just be fun and say, well, maybe this could win or maybe that could win, but I just don't. I just think it's a slam dunk for the most part. Marty Supreme would be the second, I think, but other than that, I just think that the industry is ready for a Paul Thomas Anderson movie to finally win something.
Yeah. I mean, I know sometimes we say, well, this person hasn't won and it's their time, and it's like, that's not going to pan out. I do think Paul Thomas Anderson having 11 Oscar nominations. He's one of our most beloved directors in the business. He's never won screenplay or director or anything. I am going to be very shocked, Ryan, if he doesn't sweep in director for this. I think he's going to win everything. He's going to be he's going to be Christopher Nolan this season. Oppenheimer.
Oh yeah, Christopher Nolan, or you throw in the Marty's departed Martin Scorsese.
Yeah.
Or Joel Coen for No Country for Old Men.
Yep,
I think it's very similar to that year. It's like, a director we love, but finally made a movie that we all, everyone can embrace, I think, for the most part.
Yeah, and it's not like, well, it's good enough and it's his time. It's like he made one of his best movies. Like, I did a ranking video, and I love almost everything he's made, and I have One Battle After Another at number 3. Like, it's right up there. It's great.
Yeah. Yes.
So, that's going to win here for sure. As you said, I think the only movie that could possibly overtake it is Marty Supreme. I mean, it hasn't opened yet. Have you seen it yet?
I have seen it. Yes.
What are you allowed to say?
I'm allowed to say that it's very, very good. It's a very strong movie. I would. Have you seen Uncut Gems? Of course you have. Uncut Gems is a great movie. So
that was my pick for the second best of 2019. I love Uncut Gems.
Nice. So I would say for me, like, I did like Uncut Gems like this much more.
Okay.
Only because it's like tighter in terms of like being kind of a pressure cooker, but in terms of Marty Supreme, I think its scope is so much wider. There's so much more crafts to enjoy. It's a bigger film, so it kind of evens out as being just as good to me. So yeah, it's a really good movie. I don't really see it as much as a comedy. No, it's a comedy. I guess it's pretty funny, but it's a mix of dramedy. Yeah, it's kind of comedy and drama mix. So I don't really like immediately think, oh, Marty Supreme, hilarious movie, So that's and I do think One Battle After Another has a little bit more comedic sensibility to it, which I think gives it a better chance.
Yeah, as we'll talk about an actor, I mean, DiCaprio's got to be pissed. Like, if Marty Supreme had gone drama, Chalamet, I think probably, I mean, maybe not, but probably would have beaten Mora for actor drama, and then DiCaprio can take actor comedy, but with Chalamet there, I don't think DiCaprio can do it. It is tricky, some of these movies. Like, I had to ask on Twitter the other day, like, is this comedy or drama at the Globes? Like, sometimes it's not clear when it's right in the middle like that. So I've heard that Marty Supreme is funny, but that it's also serious at times too, right? It could have gone drama.
Could have gone drama easily.
Okay,
easily. But it's not like category fraud by any means.
Right,
being here. But
yeah. So that's definitely second place. What is your third place in comedy musical?
I have. This one is going to be my like no guts, no glory type of stubborn pick. I just have a feeling ever since I've seen it, like soon as people watch this, they're fine. As soon as people finally get around to this, they're going to like it. It's a real crowd pleaser. I have no other choice at number 3.
Okay. That's in my number 5, but I have that on my list. I think No Other Choice has to make it in. It's so great. Like, come on, Ryan. This movie needs to get into a bunch of places. It's really
does.
fantastic.
I feel like Globes is the place. Like, if it doesn't perform well at Globes, then we'll have our answer, I think, on No Other Choice for the most part. But I have a feeling that Globes is going to catapult this film the same way that The Substance got catapulted. I have a feeling that this might be kind of like The Substance for the Globes this year. I'm hoping. At least I'm hoping. I don't know if it's hope-dicting, but it's such a good movie. It needs to get many nominations.
Yeah, it's been a source of confusion for me in my early Oscar prediction videos when I get to like director and actor and stuff. I'm like, why is this incredible film, this incredible lead performance, like, why are they not, really a part of the conversation to get in to win stuff? It's like, it's kind of baffling to me, because if I was a voter, like No Other Choice would absolutely get into my top 10 of the year for picture. And I would have Lee Byung-hun an actor for sure. Like, Lee Byung-hun would get in there.
Yeah, it's almost a shame that Neon has it, because they have so many other films they're prioritizing. I'm always like, geez, I wish they didn't have this film, so that it can get. I wish Searchlight had this film, because I know they would put every single dollar they had behind this film. So you have that in 3rd. I have it in 5. I mean, okay. Maybe this movie misses and you can all laugh at me in a few days. I still have in 3rd place Wicked for Good. I still think it gets in. Do you have it in your 6? I do not have it in my 6.
You don't even have it in? I am on I'm in the Twilight Zone right now. Like, what? This is very weird for me. I
think
that
it's going to be The Color
even
Purple.
better than the first.
Wow.
I'm just like, it's not gonna get into comedy musical at the Globes in 6 slots. Just because everybody else thinks it's crap.
Yeah. I think it's Color Purple 2.0. I think it's
Color Purple 2.0. Oh, it's better than that. Come on.
I liked Color Purple much better than Wicked Part 2.
Really? Okay.
Much better, yeah. I liked Color Purple on the same level as probably the first Wicked. That's just me, though. I don't vote for these. But I don't have Wicked in. I just feel like, it's, of course, I could be being very naive and very silly. It is a comedy musical category, and it's very much a musical, and it's very much top of mind when you think of musical. And it's so incredibly popular. It's going to make it has made a lot of money. So I don't know. Maybe I'm being crazy, but I don't have it in my 6. I think Barbie, we saw the performance of Barbie. It only won 1 Golden Globe. I know it got nominated for multiple categories, but I just don't think that it's going to fit within their taste this year.
Yeah, I have a strong alternate here. So I'm like, what place does that, what film does that take? And it's not going to be the shocker of the century, because I've been reading a lot of negative reviews about Wicked for Good. I don't know. I'm just like, man, if it misses comedy musical picture at the Globes, and it's going to be a long, difficult season for fans of the movie. It's going to be like, oh shit, because Color Purple, that came out Christmas Day, right? 2023. And everyone was like, oh, that's going to be a top 10 contender picture everywhere, blah, blah, blah. And then at the Oscars,
I said that. I felt that.
Yeah. And then at the Oscars, it only got supporting actress. That was it, right? It got 1 nomination.
I think so. Yep, just 1, I believe.
So, God, wouldn't that be wild? Like, Oscar nominations morning, Wicked for Good gets 1 Oscar nomination. Supporting actress Ariana Grande.
Yeah, I don't think that's happening.
I would hope.
I think it's going to get a few texts. But that would be sad.
And I'm okay if Wicked for Good just flops this award season, barely makes a dent. I'm not going to be in the corner just sobbing. Oh God, it's not in my top 10 of the year or anything. What confuses me is just having enjoyed both films, I'm just like, it confuses me how well the first film did during award season. Not so much in wins, it didn't win much, but it got in like everywhere it needed to. and for Wicked for Good to just like come up with very little the next few months, I'll be like, okay. I think I'm in the minority. I thought it was wonderful. I mean, I was crying like crazy at the end. I was sobbing, and it worked for me. So, but maybe that's not the case.
Is that this category, is much more competitive than best drama. You arguably have some dramas here, so it's kind of difficult to really fit it in for me.
So we'll see. Yeah, if Wicked for Good misses on December 8th, they'll be like, okay, Brian, it's time to like wind down the Wicked for Good. But I still
have a
Wicked
it in. Funeral.
We'll have a Wicked funeral. So we'll see. Yeah, I mean, I floated like slot 4 or 5, but I'm just like, so like, okay. So we've talked about 4 films. We both or 4 films. You have 3 of them. What's your next pick? Like, what do you have?
I have Begonia.
4th. Begonia?
Begonia, yeah.
Yeah, that's my 4th place, Begonia.
Yeah. They just loved Poor Things. I think they like Yorgos. The reviews are solid enough. I know it didn't do well at the box, but yeah. I don't know. I think it's on the table, at least for Best Picture. Yeah.
I really enjoyed Begonia. It's kind of out there. It's not for everyone, but I really enjoyed it. So, I think the Globes will embrace Begonia, and as we'll get to, I think also an actor and actress. I think Begonia gets at least 3 big nominations, and I think it makes comedy musical picture. I think it can get in there. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so we have Begonia. My final title in my list is The Testament of Anne Lee. I think that can get into picture. I really took to that film, and it's a musical, and it's wildly ambitious, not entirely successful. I had issues with the second half, but that one's also a question mark, Ryan. It's coming out Christmas Day. Searchlight has it. They do very well with their awards films, and I feel like that movie could do better than we're expecting. Like, it comes on stronger than some of us think it's going to. Do you have Anne Lee in your 6?
Yeah, you have to kind of choose whether you're a believer in Anne Lee, and if it's going to happen at all at the Oscars, it's got to happen here at Globes. Yeah. And I'm just kind of going to go with my gut. That's all I have to go by right now, and I'm just going to side on the opinion that Testament of Anne Lee is not going to do incredibly well here. Okay. I think, it does help that, of course, it's Searchlight's number 1 priority. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's a widely loved film. I think it could pick up a lot of number 1 votes, but I don't think it's kind of a divisive film, I guess you can say. I don't know if it's like a very like 2, 3, 4 type movie. It's more like a 1, 2 type of movie for some voters. So at number 5, I have Jay Kelly.
Okay, that's my alternate. I have Jay Kelly as my 7th place. But I could see Jay Kelly was the one I'm like, I should probably make room for this. So it makes sense that you would have it on there, yeah.
Yeah, I guess it didn't perform well at Venice. The reviews were pretty soft on it. But when I saw Jay Kelly, I was really, really surprised. I really liked it. I found it really... I haven't seen it yet. Oh, okay. I found it really delightful. Like, I think you're going to like it, Brian. I think this is your type of film.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm excited. It drops on Netflix in just a few days. If I don't get a screener before, I'll watch it soon.
Yeah, I think you're going to like this film. I think because you're really into old Hollywood as well. So I think there's this film feels very timeless. Like it feels like it's not specific to this time period. It has a very like kind of romantic feel to it in terms of being kind of both a romantic love letter to Hollywood, but also being something that's modern as well, if that makes sense. Okay. So yeah, I really liked it. I was really surprised by it. So
that's been interesting, Ryan. Like how it really opened at Venice to like lukewarm reviews, and I went, oh, okay, I guess that's not going to be a thing. And then it played at Telluride, and the reviews were much stronger there. It doesn't go to TIFF. It should have. I still think it should have gone to TIFF. We could have seen it there.
Yeah,
because then I could have been talking about it the last few months. Like talking about lead actor, supporting actor. I'm just like going off of vibes. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. And you think like at the Oscars, it's probably going to get into picture like actor, supporting actor?
Well, that's my challenge. My challenge is I have a little bit too many Netflix films, so I'd have to kick out Train Dreams in order to make room for Jay Kelly. And I agree with you. Like it should have definitely gone to TIFF. I feel like if I was working for Netflix, I would have put it in Venice. I thought Venice would have liked the film. So yeah, I'm really kind of surprised. I feel like there may be something about this film in terms of international audiences that maybe they don't like, and I'm just too American to see it. But I don't know. I really responded to the film. I just kind of feel like it is something that the Academy will respond to, especially older voters. So I'm gonna keep it in here. I think it's definitely on the table. It's really close to Best Picture, if not in the nomination possibility.
Yeah, I was struggling with that one because I'm like, I should probably predict that for the Globes, but I didn't know which one to kick out. It was easy for you to kick out Wicked for Good, apparently. So maybe it'll just take that slot. I don't know. What is your sixth place movie? I don't even have another title.
So my sixth place film, because I don't have Testament of Anne Lee or Wicked,
yeah,
I feel like this maybe is a little bit of a it might not happen, but I do have Knives Out, Wake Up Dead Man.
Oh, right. Yeah, I thought about that. Mm-hmm.
They went for Glass Onion. They went for Knives Out. The reviews are currently a little bit stronger than Glass Onion even. And I don't know, Knives Out has been... the Knives Out franchise hasn't really been tested with this new Globes membership, so it's hard to say. There might be some fatigue that might kick in here at this point with the Knives Out franchise, but I don't know. I really enjoyed Knives Out. The first two got a nomination, so
yeah, no,
I just
I
feel
really enjoyed it. Yeah, I enjoyed the third film. I don't know. There's been it's been kind of quiet on that movie the last few weeks. I'm not hearing much, so I'm just like, I don't know. That movie might not be a major player outside of adapted screenplay at the Oscars, which will probably happen. But I'm curious, like if that got into comedy musical picture at the Globes, maybe it could get like an acting nomination too or something. If I had another alternate, it would be that. I didn't remember that Glass Onion got into comedy musical as well.
Yes,
I remember the first Knives Out got in. Okay, so yeah, you might be right on this one, Ryan. I might be the.
And also, they liked challengers. So Josh O'Connell, I mean, he's a standout in that film. He's fantastic in Knives Out. I think he's been amazing in that movie.
Josh O'Connor.
Oh, I'm so sorry. What did I say?
O'Connell. I've done that though.
O'Connell.
I've called him. I made that mistake too. Josh O'Connor. We didn't even mention him, Ryan, in actor, drama. I mean, I guess we could talk about him in comedy, but he had 4 really good performances this year, and I'm like, is he going to surprise somewhere? Like he's in 4 films, and he's getting a lot of praise. But so Knives Out, Wake Up Dead Man. Okay. So, yeah, we're a little bit different on this one. Like, I don't know, if you're betting, you might want to go with Ryan over me here. I mean, we did learn just now that Ryan hates musicals, right? It is comedy musical. You're telling
you just
me,
made me
Ryan.
realize I have no musicals. Oh,
You're telling me, Ryan, the category is comedy musical, and we have 2 big musical contenders. They're both going to miss? I don't know. I feel like one gets in.
Yeah, if I had to pick one, I would say Testament of Anne Lee is more likely.
Wicked for Good is like slot number 19 for you right now.
I have it on 8. I have it at 8.
That movie doesn't even exist to me. Okay, so let's go through our predictions. Picture comedy musical. We both have One Battle After Another, Marty Supreme, No Other Choice, and Bugonia. And then I have Wicked for Good and The Testament of Anne Lee. Ryan has Jay Kelly and Wake Up Dead Man, A Knives Out Mystery. Let's move on now to Best Actor Comedy Musical. At the top, I think we probably both have, right? Timothée Chalamet, Marty Supreme.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I mean, you've seen the movie, like sight unseen for me. I mean, since like April, March, I've been like, if he's really great in that, I think he's winning the Oscar because he got so close for A Complete Unknown a few months ago. And he's like the face of Marty Supreme, Christmas Day release. I'm like, if that's a freaking great film that does well at the box office, people really love it. I think Chalamet's going to win everything.
Yeah. I wasn't like entirely sold on Chalamet being a clear frontrunner for me earlier on this season. I did want to watch it first to kind of get the sense, because from the trailer I got, he seemed, I don't know, I didn't see it in a lot of like levels in that trailer. It just seemed kind of very like fun performance. But after seeing the film, I kind of almost was feeling the same way when I was watching. I'm like, okay, this is really good. I'm not entirely sure there's enough range here to make him the front runner. But eventually there is a scene that is like the Oscar scene. I don't want to give anything away. And I think it kind of sealed the deal. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm very excited to see it. I've heard great things, and it's one of those films it's hard for me to talk about, like, because I haven't watched it yet. But he has just been doing some great work the last few years. He keeps getting nominated for a ton of things, and this seems like it might be his moments, because as of now, I don't see someone else who can stop him outside of maybe DiCaprio, who I do have in second place here for One Battle After Another. Do you have him in second?
I do.
I think it's a two-man race, right? I think it's those two.
I know, and the Globes, they deprived us of splitting Chalamet and DiCaprio, so now we don't even get to see them both
two
win.
Speeches.
And be I wanted to see that that pair off, but I think if Chalamet wins here,
Wagner Moura is dancing it up right now. He's like, oh yeah,
exactly.
I think those are two of the strongest performances of the year, and One Battle After Another. I've always said, well, one way DiCaprio could beat Chalamet is if One Battle After Another comes on so strong in terms of wins, it starts winning picture and director like just the whole season. DiCaprio's really fun in that movie. He gives a great performance. Is a member of an ensemble. He's not the entire focus, but yeah, he's definitely in second place here for sure.
Yeah, I think his journey in the film is pretty emotional for the most part. I think there's a lot of things he's doing comedically, dramatically. I think it's a really balanced performance. So yeah, I don't know. I would love to see a race between them two. I hope it's not a complete walk, because I think he's so good in the film. But I would say that Chalamet, his character is a bit of a kind of a narcissist in the movie, and he's not incredibly likable, I would say. But I don't know, they gave Daniel Day-Lewis an Oscar for There Will Be Blood. He was a pretty despicable character in that one. So, I don't think it's going to be much of an issue.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about that. I don't think you have to be the most likable character, win an Oscar. But, so those two are at the top. Who is your number 3? We could differ here.
Okay. Number 3. That's where I have Ethan Hawke for Blue Moon.
I have Ethan Hawke for Blue Moon. I thought we were going to differ on that one. Have you seen Blue Moon? He is sensational in this movie. Oh my God,
incredible.
He's great.
I think it's I think it might be my favorite Ethan Hawke performance of his career. I really loved it. Yeah, and it's so un-Ethan Hawke. I don't really see him as that type of actor who's very gregarious and very transformative and. I really liked it a lot. And I was starting to think before seeing Marty Supreme, I was starting to wonder whether, because his character is so transformative, he's got the bald hair and he's completely hidden within this character. And I started wondering whether this could be a possible, dark horse to win the category. But
yeah. If Blue Moon had gone drama, I would have Ethan Hawke in second and say he could maybe overtake Wagner Moura. Yeah. But in comedy, I don't think he can beat out these two guys. That would be shocking.
That would be really
impossible.
Shocking.
I mean, can you imagine? We're like, is it going to be Chalamet or DiCaprio? And they're like, Ethan Hawke, Blue Moon. That will bring the house down. That would be crazy.
I can't even see it. Can't even visualize it, but that would be insane.
I would give it a 0.1% chance. It's not impossible, but that would be surprising. I want him to get in. As long as he's in there, I'll be happy, right?
Yeah.
So my 4th place is Jesse Plemons, who is also incredible, amazing in Bugonia. I loved him. That might be my favorite Jesse Plemons performance in Bugonia. He just knocked me out in that thing.
You're making me feel like I should probably have Jesse Plemons a little higher. I do have him in my lineup. Okay. No, I do have him. I think Plemons, did he get in for Kinds of Kindness? I think he
got in for Kinds of Kindness. They are nominating him for sure for Begonia.
Oh, yeah. The much better movie. So
yeah, better movie and
better performance.
A better performance. He has more to do. That's one guy and not 3 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I don't think Jesse Plemons gets in at the Oscars. Like that would be cool. I think he might miss there, but he's definitely getting in at the Globes.
Yeah, I think so for sure. I think that's a safe one.
Okay, so you had him in like 5 or 6 place.
Yeah, I have him in 6, but maybe I would put him at 5 if I was really thinking about it. But yeah,
who is your 4th place then?
I'm gonna, I gotta go with Lee Byung-hun. If no other choice is getting nominated for Best Picture in my brain, if I have it in picture, I got to see him get in here. The movie is just like so deliciously dark and funny. I just want to see this get in, and it's maybe a little bit of a Hope Diction. His character is kind of like a character from an Alexander Payne movie, and I love it. I want to see it.
Yeah, I like if no other choice shows up in any other category at the Globes, like Byung-hun has to get in. Like, I mean, he is the face of that movie. He's in like the whole thing, and he is an absolute blast to spend time with in that film.
Yeah.
I think he deserves an Oscar nomination for Best Actor. I would love to see it. So I don't know what's going to happen there. Like, he's got to make it here. Like, for him to have any shot later on in the season anywhere, he has to get in at the Globes. I think comedy is the right place to put him in that movie, so that's good. And yeah, I have him in 5th. I mean, he and Plemons are pretty close. Like I could switch those maybe, but yeah, he's definitely in for me. I will be very, very mad if he misses.
Yeah, unless there's like a weird world where just like Globe voters did not see no other choice for some reason. But I think I always feel like, man, get this movie in front of people. This movie would do really well. Like I'm in the minority probably on this one, but I would even say that like for SAG, like I think this movie for SAG Ensemble, I think it would, if you show this to SAG Ensemble, I think it would do better than even Sentimental Value. Like I feel that strongly about it.
Yeah, SAG is interesting because they often will snub international performances. So you always have to keep that in mind, which is like stupid. like if they're great in a movie, like you should nominate them. But I just like Wagner Moura gives a terrific performance. You know, by a little bit, I would say I prefer the Lee Byung-hun performance and No Other Choice. So it would feel weird to me if Moura wins and Byung-hun is not even nominated. Like, come on. So I think he should get in.
Yeah.
And then my final slot goes to George Clooney, Jay Kelly. Like, they're not going to snub Clooney, right? They love him. They've nominated him all over the place going back decades. And he's the star of that film. And especially if it gets into picture, that would be shocking to me if they snubbed Clooney.
Yeah, I have him at number 5. So we do have the same 1 through 6 here.
So we have the same 6.
Yeah, we have the same 6.
Okay.
I mean, I agree.
That makes it easy.
He's funny. He's dramatic in the film. He's incredibly like ridiculous. I thought, to be completely honest, I was not. I thought I could resist the charm of Clooney. I thought I've seen it enough times in my life that the Clooney charm wasn't going to do a number on me. But man, he is freaking charming in this movie. He really is. And he's funny in it. He's funny. He's got a lot of things that he's doing in the film that I think that they will respond to. I think he fits this category really nicely.
That's great to hear. I've always really liked him as an actor, and he hasn't really been a part of the awards conversation in a long time, since The Descendants, I think. 2011 was like that was like the last big one for Best Actor for him. So we'll see if he makes it at the Oscars. That's a question mark right now. Like I have him in like an alternates place, but maybe.
You know, I really never thought, like I always considered like Up in the Air to be like his most iconic role, just because I love him in that too. I think it just fits him like a glove. Like I can't.
That's my favorite performance of his. Yeah.
Same with me. I think it's like it's a perfect Clooney performance.
Yeah.
I never thought I would see anything more Clooney-y than Up in the Air, but Jay Kelly is like, it takes the cake as the most like quintessential Clooney role that he's ever played. And you'll know more when you see it, but it is like perfect for him. I can't imagine anybody else playing Jay Kelly, and you'll know once you see it why, but yeah.
Yeah, so the only other name on my list, my alternate, is Brendan Fraser, Rental Family. I could see him getting in there. But I don't know who I would take out, though, is the problem.
Yeah, I didn't really entirely consider it very strongly.
He's getting out there right now. The movie just opened. Like, he's promoting it all over the place. Like, it's not like they're hiding that movie. And it's a very lovely film, and he's good in it. So it wouldn't be a shocker if he made it in.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I just have more contenders that I would even put above that. Like, I have Daniel Craig for as a possibility. He was nominated for both of the Knives Out films.
He was nominated for Glass Onion?
I think so. Let me double check.
I must have really slept that year because I don't remember anything. I don't remember Glass Onion getting him.
Well, I'm sure I think he was nominated, but the comment section can let us know if he's nominated.
He's good in the third film. He doesn't do anything like special in the third one. For him to get the Globe nomination, I would be surprised. Josh O'Connor is so amazing in that movie. Outshines him. I think Josh O'Connor should be on the list in lead actor, not supporting, for that film. Like, if he were to get in.
What do you think about Hugh Jackman for Song Sung Blue or a Channing Tatum for Roofman?
Oh, I liked Roofman a lot. That was really good. Yeah. It's awesome. Not really it's not like an awards movie. I don't know. There was something about it. I really enjoyed it as a film. I wasn't thinking like, oh, this will be an awards film at all. But yeah, Channing Tatum was really good in that. And I wrote his name down at one point, Hugh Jackman, Song Sung Blue, because we'll talk about in actress here.
He's a musical man.
Maybe they both get in. So I floated Hugh Jackman, but who do we take out is the question.
Yeah, that's the question.
Pretty good. We both have the same 6, and all 6 feel right to me. There's not one in there I'm like, well, maybe he can miss. I guess Clooney maybe, but I don't know. I think Clooney makes it. They love him. So I think these are the 6, Ryan. I do.
I think so too. If this was Old Globes, I would throw Hugh Jackman in a second. No doubt about it. In a second, baby.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So our predictions in Best Actor Comedy Musical are Timothée Chalamet, Marty Supreme, Leonardo DiCaprio, One Battle After Another, Ethan Hawke, Blue Moon, Lee Byung-hun, No Other Choice, George Clooney, Jay Kelly, and Jesse Plemons, Bugonia. All right, Best Actress, Comedy Musical. Up until a few hours ago, Ryan, I was like, well, she's probably going to win, but there's so much negativity. I have dropped her a slot. I think she still gets in. Please tell me she gets in. You might not even have her anymore. I don't really know what to do with this category. I don't really know who can win this. This is like a big question mark for me, Ryan. Right now, at the top, I have Amanda Seyfried, The Testament of Anna Lee. That's my number one.
I love that for you. I love that for you. I love that. I don't have that at number one, but something about it does feel right, actually. The more you say it.
I feel like, if that makes it into picture, if Arrivo's out of it, she's not going to win. Who do we give this to? I have a favorite here that I would love to see happen and is possible because I have her way up there. I think this is going to be a nail biter, Ryan, this category. There's 3 or 4 things that could happen. But who is your number one?
Gosh, you really had me thinking about Amanda. I didn't really think about that as a winner. That never crossed my brain. But now, as soon as you said it, I was like, oh, I can see that.
I have her in. I have her in my 5 for actress.
No, I have her in my 5
right now.
I just, for some reason,
she's great.
Yeah.
It's like a big, bold musical performance. If we're not going to go with Arrivo, she's out of it. If we want to give this to a really strong, musical performance in the category.
Dramatic. It's musical.
Dramatic. She's got physical moments in that first hour that are hard to watch. And she just goes all in. And it for me, it all comes down to if they respond to the movie. If they just don't care for the film that much, maybe she's in slot 4 or 5 or 6 and she has no prayer. If they like the movie enough, this could be the one category this season where we give Seyfried a win. I think that'd be cool. I think it's possible. I'm not confident about it. Who do you have at number one?
I think it's going to come down to, like you said, like is Testament of Anne Lee a thing or not? And if it's a thing, I could definitely see that being a win. I never thought about it, but that's a good one. And number one, I don't really have this as like number one. This is who's gonna win. I just have it as like the most sure it's going to be nominated, and that's Emma Stone for Begonia.
Okay, yeah. I have her in fourth. I think she's in for sure. Could she win for Begonia, though? I just don't see that. They would.
I don't know.
I mean, it's possible. They love her. They've given her prizes before. If the category is so chaotic, Ryan, they're like, who do we give this to? And the votes are kind of split down the line. Maybe Stone could pull it out because she is freaking great in that movie.
She's great in the movie. She's been nominated for 8 Globes. And she was nominated for Cruella. She was nominated for Battle of the Sexes. So if she can get in for those movies,
I don't know. She just won for Poor Things 2 years ago. It just seems like we don't need to have Stone win again.
Yeah,
right now.
The devil when happens, it's got to be like far like outperforms even the last one that she won for, right? And
I don't know. I don't know if that'll be a great look for Emma Stone. She wins again, an actress, comedy musical for another movie 2 years later, even though she would be deserving of it. There's just something about it. I'm like, I don't know. I feel like she doesn't win this season, but I mean, I have a wild pick for second place.
Oh, okay.
I have Rose Byrne. If I had legs, I'd kick you in seconds.
Oh, interesting.
I just think she is incredible in that film. And that could be a cool Globes win. That's kind of unexpected. The movie's not in picture. It's nowhere else. But in a category where no one can really come to a consensus, they give it to Byrne. Like, I think that could happen too.
Well, you're going to be shocked by this, I think. I have Cynthia Erivo actually at number 2 still.
Okay.
So
I have her at 3.
Yeah, I do have her ranked pretty highly. I have Rose Byrne at number 3. And I'm going to make a bold prediction here because I think like Rose Byrne, if she gets nominated, because it's a question of whether they respond to the film or not, I have her at 3. But I feel like if she gets nominated, that would probably be my predicted winner in the category, to be honest, if I can be bold enough to say that.
Your predicted winner would be Byrne?
I think so.
If she gets in?
I think so.
She's definitely getting in, Ryan. She's going to make the 6 for sure.
Okay, well, if she's getting in, then I'm going to say bold prediction. I think she's winning comedy musical.
Oh, what would be so cool about that moment would be if she wins that. I think she gets in at the Oscars for sure if she makes it.
Oh, yeah. I think that's such a deserving nomination. I can't. I mean, I would love this. I mean, it needs to happen. She needs to get in. It's one of her. I think it's her best performance of her career by far.
Yeah, it's tricky because the movie is so stressful, hard to watch at times because I don't think it gets in anywhere else. I mean, like maybe Screenplay we'll talk about, but I feel like that could be the only nomination. And that's where I think it's going to be hard for her to win over some really good competition. I don't know. Like, I feel like steam is building and building for Rose Byrne right now. I just think there's a lot of love for her, and that performance is just so just off the charts amazing. I think she could win. The Seyfried thing is just I think because it's a musical and she's really, really great in it. That's where I think they could maybe give it to her. But yeah, so I have Cynthia Erivo in 3rd. I just think I think, as we'll talk about in supporting actress, I think Ariana Grande still has a shot. I think she is just far and away the performance of the movie, and she's so great. But I just think Erivo, as I talked about in my review, she kind of does the impossible. She does a good job in many, many scenes surrounded by visual effects. She's flying and she's singing with animals, and she's just surrounded by VFX the entire time. So it's hard for a really good performance to come through there, in terms of best actress nominations and stuff. Having seen the movie now, I was I think there's too much visually on the screen where she can get lost to many voters and stuff. That's where I think even though I liked it more than most people, I don't think she can win anymore at the Globes.
Yeah, no, I don't think she can win. She would have had to have outperformed the first one to a certain degree to win. But I will say, the reason why I feel comfortable having her in when I don't even have Wicked in my musical category is solely based on the fact that I just feel like people will watch this film and recognize, I think, that Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo are the ones who are really like the big standout of that film. It's not the direction, it's not the editing, it's not the story, it's the performances, it's the relationship. Yeah. So, and also she's like one of the best singers that's like ever graced the screen. So I think,
yeah, No Good Deed, that song she has, like halfway through, maybe a little over halfway. I mean, I just like brought the house down. I mean, she has some great moments in that film. I will be really just frustrated. like if she doesn't make this 6, I'll be like, Jesus Christ, come on. She deserves
Fantasia
to get in here.
Fantasia got in. Color Purple.
She got in for Color Purple, yeah. And that film missed in picture.
It missed in picture. So that could be a very similar situation, I think, this year.
I think she's pretty safe, even if she's not in the top 3 even. I think Cynthia Erivo gets in. But there's one other person I think could maybe win. I wouldn't predict it here. But my 4th place, I have Kate Hudson's song Sung Blue. Oh. That is kind of a question mark. She is beloved. She won a Golden Globe 25 years ago for Almost Famous. And everything I've heard about that movie is she's the best thing about it. Have you seen that yet? Song Sung Blue?
I did see it.
Is she on your list?
I feel like she would win if it was maybe Old Globes. She is on my list for a nomination. Globes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's a very like Farrelly Brothers kind of tone to it.
Okay. I haven't seen it yet, so.
You know, in terms of musical comedy category, she is singing in the film, so that covers music. She is funny in the film, so that covers comedy, and she's dramatic in the film. So she is doing a little bit of everything in the film. So yeah, I do feel good about a nomination, but for some reason, it doesn't feel like the pedigree is serious or enough to maybe win in this new Globe membership. But
maybe a decade ago, she could have pulled it off.
A decade ago, I think it would be a possible win there easily.
Okay. Yeah. But I have her in 4th, and then I had Emma Stone in 5th. I don't know why. Maybe I should switch those. Maybe Stone should be in 4th, and then I mean, this is of all the categories we're talking about, this is the one with the most suspense in a way. This is the one that could go a bunch of different directions.
Yeah, absolutely. I genuinely have no idea what people think about a lot of these movies. You know, it's kind of untested. Mm.
Yeah. So we've talked about. I think we each have the same 5, right, so far.
Yeah.
So who is your final slot? Who is your final person?
So just out of a little bit of a different order, I have Chase Infinity at actually number 4.
Okay. Yep.
I mean, she's
in my 6th.
Yeah. One Battle After Another is going to be a front runner. Young actresses are often awarded by the Academy, so it's possible that she can even,
maybe she can win.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Could she win actually this category?
Can you imagine? They're like Chase Infinity for the win. I'd be like, my God.
Yeah, it would be kind of like Rachel Zegler, I guess, winning for West Side Story in a way, young actress.
Right. Yeah, the year that they didn't have the ceremony.
Yeah, they didn't have the ceremony that year. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you could, someone could make the case, any one of these 6 could win. It's possible, in a weird way. Whereas every other category we've talked about, it's 2. It's 2 people, have a shot.
Definitely.
And here it's you have 6 contenders. They're all strong in different kinds of ways, and movies that are kind of underperforming, maybe in the middle and stuff. And I don't know. I think based on the strength of her performance, Rose Byrne would be an inspired choice to win here because there's not a consensus. That could be cool. And I just think if Testament of Ann Lee comes on really strong at the end of December, early January, maybe she could pull it off, Amanda Seyfried. So I'm excited about this category. This is the one I'm going to be watching closely.
Incredibly open race. It's up for anyone to grab.
My alternate is Eva Victor, Sorry Baby. I thought she was wonderful in that.
That is my alternate as well. And I don't, I think maybe she would be I feel pretty good about my 6 already.
Yeah, I do too.
So I'm not entirely in suspense whether she'll sneak in there, but she would be my alternate it's a really great film.
Yeah. I mean, I'm who would be the most likely to miss of those 6? Would it be Erivo? Could they maybe snub her? I just don't think so. I don't think they'll do that.
Yeah.
I think I mean, Seyfried, if they don't care for that movie, if that film underperforms, maybe Seyfried were to miss, and then I'd feel really dumb sitting here predicting her to win and be first place, then she misses. I'll be like, okay.
I think it's possible that Hudson misses.
Hudson?
Just because the pedigree of like the type of film it is, it's not
she
like...
got in for music. Remember that?
Yeah.
2021?
Yes.
2020?
Oh, did she?
Around.
Oh, interesting.
A movie that I remember on that morning, I was like, what? I'd never heard of it. And I looked it up and I'm like, I think I can skip that one. And I never watched it. Yeah. The only other name, I am like one of the big supporters of Materialists. I thought Dakota Johnson gave a wonderful performance in that. There's just too many contenders. That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So our final list here, Best Actress Comedy Musical, we have Emma Stone, Bugonia, Amanda Seyfried, Testament of Anne Lee, Cynthia Erivo, Wicked for Good, Kate Hudson, Song Sung Blue, Rose Byrne, If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, and Chase Infinity, One Battle After Another.
It sounds right.
All kinds of orders you could do with that, but I think we're in agreement. That's probably the 6.
Yeah.
All right, now we move to the supporting categories. Best Supporting Actor in a Motion Picture. Who do we have on top? I think there's like 2 big contenders here. I went back and forth on this, Ryan. I am going with Stellan Skarsgård, Sentimental Value, in number 1. I think even if Sean Penn wins the Oscar, I feel like the Golden Globe voters will go all in on Skarsgård for that movie. He's really like, he's my favorite part of that film. I just thought he gave such an amazing performance in that.
Yeah.
It might be close. Penn could still pull it off, but I have Skarsgård at number 1 at the Globes. What do you have?
I'm not going to knock your choice for putting number 1. I can easily see a world where, this race, kind of a different precursor, goes to a different actor. I think the race is kind of open in that way, which would be great because we haven't really have like a competitive race in a supporting actor category in a while. So I do think that Skarsgård could easily win if he is going to win. I think Globes is the most likely spot he's going to win. So I can understand your reasoning putting him 1 there. I have Sean Penn at number 1. I kind of feel like it's a possibility of being a sweeper this year. Villain role does pretty well in this category.
Yeah, it's interesting because, based on the performance Sean Penn gives, based on One Battle After Another being such a great film, potentially winning picture, director everywhere, Penn, like on paper, Penn makes more sense. And part of me is like, well, they got to give Sentimental Value something, right? And Skarsgård, like the veteran and supporting actor, that makes sense to me. He's so wonderful in it. But then, sometimes you have like a Banshees of Inisherin where there's like a ton of contenders from the film and acting, and you're like, well, they're going to give it something, right? And then they often never do. So, that could be Sentimental Value this year. Maybe it picks up a random win here and there. But at the Globes, we're like, well, it's an international like voting body. Like maybe they'll go for Skarsgård over Penn, and then it's just Penn. So we're like, okay, so that could happen.
So if you had to vote for who win the Oscar right now, you would say Skarsgård is your best guess?
That's what's interesting. If I had to make the guess now at the Oscars, I think it's Penn. The thing I keep going back to with Penn, I'm like, he has 2 lead actor Oscars already. So there's not going to be a narrative for him to win a third and supporting. It just seems like he wins based on the strength of his performance in the movie. And it's just like, there's no one who can overtake him. I'd feel better about Penn's chances right now if really no one else in the category supporting actor was really popping, and there were some good performances, but it's like, it's Penn all the way. There's no one who can overtake him. Skarsgård, I think, will have a narrative. He's one of the best things about that movie, Sentimental Value. So, do not count him out.
SAG's not going to go for Skarsgård, though, probably.
SAG might not go for Sentimental Value. I think if there's one person from that film who still gets in at SAG, I think it's Skarsgård.
Yeah, I agree.
But I don't know. I am not 100% on board yet that Sean Penn just steamrolls, he wins everything. I'm not quite there yet. Maybe I will be in January when he starts winning everything.
Exactly. Especially with Benicio is kind of also rising in the charts. And I think there are some people who do prefer Benicio's performance over Penn.
There's that too. And And the other thing, I just remember a year ago, I was like, Mikey Madison, like she's probably going to sweep for Honora. And then I'm like, she'll win at the Globes in comedy. Like, that's 100%. And then they gave it to Demi Moore, The Substance. And I went, oh, shit. Like, okay, we have a race here.
Yeah.
And then by the end of the day, it was like, maybe Demi's going to take the whole thing. Maybe she is going to win the Oscar. And then they ultimately went with Madison. So I do think we can have a split here. Like, early in the season, we have Skarsgård win one or two big things. Penn wins one or two big things. Oscars night, it's not entirely clear. I just think if there's one place Skarsgård wins, for sure, I think it would be the Globes. That makes sense to me.
100%. 100%.
If Penn wins at the Globes, I think it's over. I think so too. I think so too. I don't think Skarsgård like has like a late breaking momentum. Like, oh, like he wins at BAFTA and then he wins the Oscar. No. I would be surprised. I don't think that happens.
It's got to be like an Amelia Perez Golden Globe kicks it off, boom, Zoe Saldana. With Zoe Saldana, yeah. And then it's got to, people just fall in line, They got to set the tone, and I don't think anyone's going to pull him out if Globes doesn't go for him. I agree.
Yeah, but if Skarsgård wins at the Globes, that doesn't mean it's over for Penn. Like, I'm just saying, like, at the Globes, it might tip more toward Skarsgård.
No, it could be Skarsgård Globes, Critics' Choice goes to, like, let's say, Penn or whatever. SAG goes to Penn, and then BAFTA goes to Paul Mescal. Then you got a good race there.
Oh my gosh. I love chaos. I say this sometimes on my channel. I don't want anyone to think I really like it when someone sweeps. That's boring to me. It's okay if I miss my prediction and I'm wrong and there's a surprise, a shocker. I love that stuff. That's what makes this fun. So I don't want anyone this coming season to just sweep every single major televised ceremony. I would love to see a surprise here and there. So I think right now, I don't think Penn wins everything. I would be surprised. I think we'll get a surprise. I think we'll get like someone new, someone different along the way. But yeah, so I think any rational person would have those two at the top. And then number 3, we're probably in agreement, right, Ryan? Paul Mescal for Hamnet is number 3. Yeah. I think he's the strongest one next to those two.
Yeah, I agree. Jessie Buckley is so strong, and we know that she's a complete, sweeper this year. And I think Paul Mescal is kind of someone who almost matches her in a lot of scenes. So I think I feel pretty good about it. I
mean, if he had gone lead for Hamnet, I'd probably be predicting him in lead.
Oh,
yeah, because Hamnet is so strong of a film. If it's not in the top 2, it's the top 3 in picture. And Jessie Buckley, her winning everything. I think Paul Mescal was going to get in regardless. So him going supporting, I'm like, he's definitely safely in. I get, you said BAFTA, like maybe he could surprise at BAFTA. That'd be cool, actually, and really mix up the race. But yeah, I have him in 3rd, as do you. Who is your 4th place pick?
4th place, I have Benicio del Toro.
Okay, he's my 5th. Yeah, he's been coming on strong. I wasn't super on board. Like in September, people were like, oh, Del Toro as well and supporting. I was like, I don't know. That might be overkill. Like they're going to nominate this movie in like 5 acting nominations. I wasn't sure. But as like the weeks go on, you really do think about his performance in that. He's a standout. He's great. And he's an Oscar winner. He's done some wonderful work throughout the decades. He hasn't been recognized in a long time.
Yeah.
So, I'm coming on board with Del Toro. Like, I think he might get in at the Oscars in supporting actor along with Penn.
I felt pretty instantaneous. As soon as I saw the film, I thought like, 3 billboards, boom, double nomination. Didn't even question it. And the fact that it's kind of seems to be happening and he's climbing the charts just kind of validates that initial gut feeling, because he has some of the coolest moments of the film. Some of the best lines in the film are from him.
He's got a wonderful final scene in it. Like, I think that really helps. He's got a great last scene. Yeah. So I have him in as well. My 4th place, I have Adam Sandler, Jay Kelly. Do you have him in?
I do.
Okay.
I do. Yeah, I have him in number 6.
You've seen the movie. Like, is he pretty strong in it? Like, you like his performance?
So it's not like, it's not like an obvious, like it's a subtle performance. It's rather You know, it's not like where he's exploding like he would in Uncut Gems or Punch Drunk Love by any means, but I think it's a very strong performance. I think he's very lovely. He's very endearing in the film, very likable in the film. But that's why I have him at number 6. Like it's possible that he could not get nominated here, but
Okay.
I do think he's strong. I think he's right there with Clooney. I think he's a very strong in terms of screen time performance for the supporting categories. So yeah, I feel pretty good about it.
Yeah, that's one of the bigger hope dictions for me because I think he deserved an Oscar nomination in lead actor for Uncut Gems. So I'm just like, anytime there's an opportunity for Adam Sandler to get in, and I've been hearing good things about his performance. Like even people who were kind of lukewarm on it say he's pretty good. So yeah, excited to see him in that. And yeah, I think whatever happens next, I think he makes it at the Globes. I think they'll nominate him. They nominated him for Punch Drunk Love 2002. That was a really cool nomination at the Globes.
That is a very cool nomination.
Even back in the day, they did really awesome things here and there. So we have the same 5, Ryan. Who is your 6th place slots? Are we in agreement?
I have Jacob Elordi.
Yay! Yes, I do too. Jacob Elordi, 6th place. He deserves to be there.
Yeah, I mean, even for people who don't seem to really like love Frankenstein, like they still say like, oh, he's the best part of the film. Like that seems to be a consensus feeling about Frankenstein. So yeah, that's why I do feel like he's pretty safe there.
You were predicting Oscar Isaac, right? In actor. Like if Oscar Isaac makes it and Jacob Elordi misses in supporting, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Yeah, I think a lot of people will.
So I think can Elordi get the Oscar nomination? That is one of the big question marks. I mean, as a couple contenders are falling off, I'm like, maybe he can do it. Especially if Frankenstein gets into picture. I'm like, it seems like each passing week, Elordi is like, there's a shot. Like he can get the Oscar nomination. That would be one of the coolest acting Oscar nominations in recent years. So I'm hoping for that. I think he gets in at the Globes. I think that's going to happen with 6 slots.
I think he gets in Globes. I think Critics' Choice looks good. I think SAG looks good. Like I can see all 3 of those happening. You know, I just feel like
if he gets into all 3, I think he can get the Oscar nomination. I think he needs. In some ways, I think he needs all 3. He needs to show up. He needs all
3, even if he misses BAFTA. If he gets all 3 of those, I think it would look good for him.
Like finally, after almost 100 years since Frankenstein 1931, Boris Karloff. We finally get someone playing Frankenstein's monster nominated for an Academy Award. That would be awesome. I would love to see that.
Me too.
Yeah, so we have the same 6. My alternate is Delroy Lindo's Sinners. I would still love for Lindo to get in. I thought he was great in that. And if it gets into picture and director and screenplay and actor for Michael B. Jordan, I think Delroy Lindo has a chance. I just don't know who to take out. Like these 6 that we have feel like the safest to me.
Yeah, I Delroy would be my substitute. Jeremy Strong, I guess, would be on the table.
Yeah,
what do you think about Jacoby Jupe?
Yeah, he's amazing in that. What a great performance from a child actor. He really had a huge impact on me. I don't know, in the same category with Mescal, if that's going to happen. I think in some ways, like Mescal would have had to go lead. And then there's like room and supporting actor for someone else from Hamnet. And then maybe he shows up. Like, are they going to give like 2 nominations to One Battle and 2 for Hamnet in the same category? That would surprise me.
It would definitely show strength for the film, for sure. Like if he gets in here, then Hamnet is slam dunk winning best film, I would say.
He's going to win best young actor, actress at Critics' Choice. Jacoby Jupe.
Oh, yeah.
That's his win.
Yeah. Definitely.
That's his big like moment. But so those are our 6. Our final predictions: Best Supporting Actor in a Motion Picture at the Globes. We have Stellan Skarsgård, Sentimental Value; Sean Penn, One Battle After Another; Paul Mescal, Hamnet; Benicio del Toro, One Battle After Another; Adam Sandler, Jay Kelly; and Jacob Elordi, Frankenstein. Best Supporting Actress in a Motion Picture. Ryan, I still have at number 1 Ariana Grande, Wicked for Good. I still have her at 1. I think she's the best thing about both movies, in a sense. Like she just knocked me out in both films. And I thought she stuck the landing in Wicked for Good. It's such an emotional performance in that final half hour. And I just think, boy, like a star was born on the screen. I was so doubtful about her when they announced her casting. I was like, oh my God, Ariana Grande, she's a pop star. What? And I mean, like, boy, she just impressed me so much. I think even if like a lot of things go wrong with picture and actors and stuff, I think Grande, all the way to the Oscars, she still feels pretty safe to me as at least being a nominee. What do you think?
Yeah, I think she feels pretty safe as a nominee because she is taking a little bit more of like a potentially a co-lead role here in Wicked.
Yeah,
Part
she's
2.
kind of a co-lead. Yeah.
To be honest, I've had the same number 1 that I've had from the beginning of the season. I have never changed it, and it's going to be my number 1 probably until I see the first award being read at the Golden Globes. And I have Tiana Taylor, one battle after another, number 1.
She's my number 2. Yep.
I don't think it's a slam dunk. I'm not going to say like I'm overly confident that she's going to win here. I know the character, does have some controversy surrounding, I guess, the character and how, I guess, she's portrayed. I know the character is not exactly like the most lovable character, which makes some pretty bad decisions in it. But yeah, I just found her character really compelling. I feel like her elusiveness to her character is really interesting, but that's just me. I have Ariana Grande at number 2, so I didn't boot her out or anything like that. She's still up there.
She's out of it. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. I totally understand the Tiana Taylor thing. Like the moment she is in that movie, she is outstanding, so memorable. Even though she's not in the film past the first half hour or so.
Yeah,
like she lingers throughout the movie. She's she would be very much this season the Mahershala Ali Moonlight win. He is only in that film in the first third. You don't ever see him again, but he does kind of like, he does stay in your memory as you're watching the rest of it. And he mostly swept. He didn't win everything, but he won most everything for Moonlights. And based on the strength of one battle after another, like potentially winning picture and director, and Wicked for Good slipping, like let's say doesn't even make picture at the Oscars, not even in the 10, it would be hard for me to see Grande beating Taylor. Even though I was one of my like 3 little disappointments of that movie, Ryan, was that she wasn't in the movie more. Like I wanted to see more of her character. Like I was like hoping she'd come back and she never does. But maybe that's why she could win, because you miss her and you want more out of
let
her.
them leaving more.
Gives you, you're left like wanting more of her, and maybe that's why she could win.
Yeah, and also she does kind of show up again at the ending. Well,
with
I don't know if that's a spoiler for someone who hasn't seen it yet, but sorry. At the very least, she does come back, so she is also the last thing you think about before that film ends. So,
yeah, her voice plays a big role at the end, so that's something. So yeah, it'll be interesting to me. Like if Tiana Taylor just sweeps from the Globes to the Oscars, and there was never a competition, Grande was never going to be a factor. It was always going to be Taylor. That'll be interesting to me. It's possible. Yeah.
It is possible. Divine Joy Randolph. I didn't think that was going to be a sweeper. And boom, sweep. Clean sweep.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That was, I saw that at Telluride, and I walked out and I said, oh my God. I remember saying out loud, I said, I think I found the supporting actress winner here.
Oh.
Like she really blew me away in that film, in The Holdovers. My concern for Taylor has always been she's not in quite enough of it, but it's supporting, right? It's like you don't have to be in the whole movie. You don't have to be a co-lead. You can be in just the first, 30 minutes of the film and still win. That was proven with Ali, close to a decade ago for Moonlights. So, yeah, I think if you're like a betting person, like you'd probably be better suited right now betting on Taylor, just because that movie is stronger than Wicked for Good. It will be kind of disappointing to me, Ryan, if Ariana Grande just wins nothing. She gets nominated everywhere again. She doesn't win anything again. I just thought she really did something original and exciting and funny and dramatic with her character in the 2 Wicked films. It just seems like we should give her something, but that's not how it works. We're not giving her a win based on both
2 movies. Right.
It's just the one film, and that's where she might get hurt in the end. So we'll see.
And before you get me in too much trouble with, painting me as some sort of Wicked hater by any means, I was full Grande last year. Like I wanted her to win. When I was at SAG, I was like, please win SAG, please win SAG, please win SAG.
I was too. Yeah, I thought
for
she
me,
could win
like,
SAG.
yeah, I just felt like it was such a winning performance. I'm on the side that really was impressed by more her like comedic abilities. Obviously, she can sing. Her musical abilities are incredible, but more than like the dramatic elements of the film, like I think her comedic chops were the ones. What I really gravitated to that performance. And in Wicked 2, she doesn't get to really put that to good use as much as I would have liked.
Yeah, well, it's interesting. It's harder in a way to win stuff for a comedic performance. And she's much more dramatic in the second film. There's a lot more crying, and her singing is much more serious. So, yeah, if you're all in on Grande with the comedic elements, you're not going to care for her as much in the second movie. I was really taken with the drama of everything she did in part 2. So, I would still love to see her win. And like I do think in a way, like if she loses at the Globes, like I think it might be over. I kind of felt that way a year ago. I felt that way when Saldana won at the Globes. I was like, if Grande can't win here for Wicked, it's probably over. So I think that'll be telling in early January. We have Critics' Choice and Golden Globes back to back 2 Sundays, right? We're right at the beginning of the new year. If Taylor, let's say, wins both of those for supporting actress, I think that might be it. Grande has to win a few things early on, I think. So.
Yeah, I have a feeling that whoever wins here is going to be most likely like the de facto winner, because I don't think anyone knows who to vote for in this category, and they'll just fall in line with whatever Globes does.
Yeah. And no one is owed anything. Grande is not owed a bunch of awards because of a great performance in 2 films. And there's a lot of factors that go in here. No one should be comfortable like, oh, well, they snubbed Grande for the wins last time, to get Saldana in there. Now it's Grande's time. It's that they don't vote like that. It's not going to work that way. So yeah, we'll see. Taylor would also make a great win. She gives a terrific performance in that film, but I also really love Grande in Wicked for Good. I think she's worthy. I think she should be here. Who is your third place slot? Now things get interesting in supporting actress.
I have Inga Lilias for Sentimental Value.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think this movie is going to do pretty well at Globes. That's basically it. I feel like you have to choose between Elle Fanning and Inga, and being an international group, I just went with Inga.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. Like in my early predictions video supporting actress, I picked Fanning and not Lilias. And putting this list together last night, I put Lilias above Fanning for the Globes. Yeah. I just think because of the international voting body, I think Lilias has a better shot in a weird way at the Globes. And yeah, she is devastating in that film. She's got that really great scene with her sister, like, in the third act. And what a discovery. She's wonderful in this. As the weeks go on, I'm like, maybe it will be Lilias over Fanning. Like if one of them were to miss, like in the months to come, like at the Oscars and stuff, like maybe Lilias is the pick from the movie. I still think maybe both can get in, but I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like out of all the films that have the possibilities of double dips, I would probably say that Sentimental Value has the highest chance. I think it's probably like the Emilia Perez of this year, where Saldana and Gomez both get in. I think Inga and Elle would be kind of that this year. So, yeah, I do have Elle Fanning in to spoil it, but yeah.
Yeah, is Elle Fanning your fourth place?
I have her at 5. My fourth place is Odessa Zion.
Oh, okay.
I had to choose between Paltrow and Odessa. As soon as I saw the film, I was like, okay, decided. Odessa. I'm going to go with her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have her in 5th place. I've been, on paper, Gwyneth Paltrow makes more sense.
Yeah.
I'm just like, at the Globes, would they really go for a Zion over Paltrow? I struggled with that. But I've talked to 3 or 4 people who've seen it, and they say Zion is just freaking spectacular in the movie. And Paltrow is good. Nothing special, right?
Yeah, her role requires... She's great in the film, but her role requires her to be a bit more reserved and to the cuff. And they give Odessa a lot more things to play. Emotional, she's crying, she's screaming in the film. So I just think she stands out more in terms of
Yeah. I mean, what's a little tricky for me, and this goes, throughout the entire season, it's like supporting actress, it's not going to be like 5, 6 young contenders. Like they're going to have someone in there who's like a veteran.
Yeah, that's my big problem with the categories. I have a lot of young
that's why
young kids
that's
in
what
there.
makes me nervous about like a Zion. Like maybe they pull a Belfast kind of thing, and the younger talent in the film gets in everywhere, but then the Oscars, they go with a Judi Dench. They go with Paltrow.
Yeah, that Judi Dench one shocked me. I remember.
Remember that? That was crazy.
Threw me off. Yeah.
So and I have Elle Fanning in 4th place for sentimental value. I just think sentimental value at the Globes gets the 4 acting nominations. I think all 4 get in.
Yeah,
with 6 slots and stuff. I think Fanning makes it. So I think they both get in there. Do they both get in at the Oscars is the question. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
at the Oscars, I'm predicting only one gets in, but here I'm predicting both with the 6 slots.
Okay. Yeah. So we have the same 5 there, just a little bit out of order. Who is your 6th place slots? Is it mine?
Well, I had to put in a veteran actor. So are you doing what I'm doing?
Amy Madigan? Weapons. Come on. Yeah, high five through the screen. Come on.
That's right, man.
I think she needs this nomination at the Globes. I think if she misses there with 6 slots, it's going to be hard for her because Weapons, I'm not predicting it in any other category at the Globes. Like it would just be a lone nomination. That's where I'm like, Brian, if she misses everywhere, it's like we're all going to be like smacking our heads. Like, why were we predicting her just because she's older and a veteran and gives a very original and daring performance? It's just like, maybe that's not enough.
Yeah, that's why we have it ranked lowest, right? It's because of the. It's also not. It's a Hollywood film, right? It's not going to be like in the It's not going to be within the taste of this new international group. So I do agree.
Yeah, it's not the substance.
No,
it
isn't.
That kind of international flavor of the substance, which was also horror and gross out and stuff. It's a different kind of film. Yeah.
But I think you might have her in for the same reason that I do, which is to say that you have her probably in at the Oscars. And if you have her at the Oscars, that she probably should show up here. And are you aligned with me as well as saying that there's a chance, an outside chance, it's crazy, but do you think she can win the Oscar? Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I would love to see that. like at the Globes, it's not Grande or Taylor, it's Amy Madigan, and then she just starts sweeping. She wins at Critics' Choice. Critics' Choice is first. Critics' Choice is before the Globes. So we'll see what happens there.
I mean, and you're going to tell me that she doesn't stand as one of the best, if not second best chance at Critics' Choice? I mean, yeah, right?
It's because the movie itself, I don't see getting in very many other places throughout the season. That's where I struggle. But like, if you just watch her scenes in that movie, it's just like, whoa, like, where did this come from? Who thought to cast her? And like, she just comes in there and steals the film away from everyone.
I mean, when you have Taylor, you have Grande, you have Lilias, you have a Zion, you have Fanning, and then you have Madigan. Which one pops though? Like, which one just stands out as like the most transformative, the most, memorable character? That one just kind of pops.
The scene stealing role of this category is Amy Madigan. So it's like, if they can look past the movie not being in picture and director and actress and actor, and like if they can just based on the quality of her scene stealing role in that movie, I would not discount her to be a winner. She could. I think she could. The Joker. It's Heath Ledger, the Joker. She's like the flashy
What's the difference?
Supporting role. So
exactly. That's
why it's hard for me to say, oh, she's just out of it. She's not getting in anywhere. She's not getting the Oscar nomination. I had such a blast watching Weapons. I gave that movie a 10 out of 10. I thought it was great. It's in my top 5 of the year. I loved Weapons. Wow. And she was amazing. She was so great. So she was great. Until she starts missing at the beginning here, then I'll be like, okay.
And she's gotten 3 nominations at Globes before.
Okay, yeah. So she is a previous Oscar nominee. 40 years ago, she got an Oscar nomination. And
come on, that career.
She's been doing great work for many decades, and she's rarely recognized. And this seems like the moment with supporting actress being so chaotic. Now, Grande has an uphill climb with a lot of people not liking her movie. And Taylor's only in the first 20 to 30 minutes of her film, and that's, it's a little tricky place to be. So there is a narrative for Madigan. We have to mention that here. That could happen. Be prepared.
Yeah, first time Madigan was floated as a possible winner, I batted it immediately, like, come on, get real. But it's looking more and more possible every single week.
Yeah, so I have her totally in. So we have the same 6. My alternate is Gwyneth Paltrow. I think she could slip in there. Maybe over maybe like Elle Fanning, like one of the 2 sentimental value contenders, maybe. And then I also have Regina Hall, One Battle After Another. I think if she gets anything this whole season, it'd be here with 6 slots. But I just don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, I could see one of the Sinners girls, I guess, getting in. Steinfeld, Wunmi. They possibly.
Sinners. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a world where, for some reason, like I could see, like, and the nominee is Haley Stein, and they show her clip, and she's very sassy and fun in the movie. I could see that. Emily Blunt could be like Naiad this year, right? Where you have like The Rock and Emily Blunt both get nominated.
Man,
who knows?
Is Emily Blunt going to show up in a surprise at the Globes? I'll be like, okay, we're doing this, guys. All right.
Yeah, not likely, but Naiad, those were the solo 2 nominations, and it's possible. Who knows?
And I'll just say this, Ryan: if Wake Up Dead Man gets into picture and potentially actor, like, don't discount Glenn Close. She's got one great scene at the end of that film.
Indeed.
So I'm like, I've kind of like, put that out of my mind the last few weeks. I don't think that's going to happen, but it is not impossible. Glenn Close could surprise in supporting actress at the Globes. Yeah.
Indeed.
But we have the same 6. I feel pretty good about it. I really hope Amy Madigan makes it, and then it's like really suspenseful. Could she pull off a win? Like, that would be really cool. So Best Supporting Actress in a Motion Picture at the Globes. We have Teyana Taylor, One Battle After Another, Ariana Grande, Wicked for Good, Inga Ibsdottir Lilius, Sentimental Value, Elle Fanning, Sentimental Value, Odessa A. Zion, Marty Supreme, and Amy Madigan, Weapons.
Love it.
That's a fun category. I like that.
It's a good one.
And there's a few things that could happen there. All right, Ryan, 2 categories left we're talking about today. Next is Best Director. I mean, there's not a whole lot to say about director. I really do think, like, outside of like maybe Best Actress as well, I think there's 2 categories. We're going to have sweepers. I think the first one is actress. I think the second one is director. I really do think this is Paul Thomas Anderson's time. PTA, One Battle After Another, number 1 slot.
Yep, same. I think it's going to be a sweeper-rooney.
And I say all the time, I don't really like a sweep. I like when we have a mix of it, like Best Director, guys. PTA. Yeah. Christopher Nolan won everything, right? I think he won everything 2 years ago for Oppenheimer, and it was just so lovely to see him finally get awards for his film, for his body of work. It was just such a great moment. And Paul Thomas Anderson, one of my 5 favorite directors. I mean, his body of work is just through the roof. It's so great. And this is one of his best movies. This is his time. I really don't think there's a shot anyone else this season can overtake him. I really think he's going to be a number 1 the whole way through.
I think so too. Yeah, no doubt.
Who is your number 2 slots for director?
I have Chloe Zhao for Hamnet.
Chloe Zhao for Hamnet. I think she gets in everywhere. I think the movie is just so strong. It's so lovely. She's a previous winner for Nomadland. I think that makes it hard for there to be a narrative for her. It's like, well, she's won already. So it's like, we don't need to give her more prizes, but her work on Hamnet is exceptional.
Yeah, a lot of people say this is even better directed than what she won for Nomadland, so that at least secures her a nomination at the very least, you would think.
Yeah, so she's definitely 2. Number 3, I mean, now it gets like, I think we have like 6 like really strong contenders here and thankfully at the Globes we have 6 nominees. So I mean, we could like go back and forth with orders and things. I mean, I don't know. I have at number 3 Joachim Trier for Sentimental Value. Joachim Trier. One of those.
Joachim Trier. I think
Joachim Trier. He, like, I'm a little bit nervous about Trier for the Oscar nomination because it's a subtle film. It's very much based on performances.
Yeah.
You know, like I floated in my early Oscar predictions video for director, like maybe he misses. I felt like the movie's strong enough and he's such a great talent. He makes it in. I think 100% he's in at the Globes.
Yeah. Oh, if he misses Globes, I would say take him out of your lineup. That's not happening.
Yeah, it's not happening. Is he your number 3?
He's my number 4, actually. But
Okay.
I for that reason that you're describing. But I do think he's safe because I do think that Globes again will like sentimental value. At 3, I have Ryan Coogler.
Yeah, he's my number
Sinners,
4. They're close.
Which
yeah,
I understand why you would have a number 4 because the film is, you know, the Academy taste. I mean, the Golden Globe taste has changed over the years. But Gerwig got in for Barbie, and the Globes obviously they didn't really even award anything to Barbie except box office.
Okay.
So I just kind of felt like, well, if Gerwig was safe in Barbie, I think maybe Coogler's safe too.
Yeah. So, like, right now, I have both Trier and Coogler in at the Oscars in director, but I'm like, I don't know. I feel like one of them could miss, and we get like a surprise there. I think they're both in at the Globes, though.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think Coogler right now is, you know, it would be a very like Oscar thing to do to snub him because it's such a, you know, blockbuster film. They often don't go for the big blockbuster films, but it would be a sad day to see him miss for sure.
Yeah. My number 5 is Jafar Panahi. It was just an accident. You know, international director. The film won the Palme d'Or. I think Panahi is going to get in a lot of places this season. I think he does get the Oscar nomination. He has a narrative. I mean, what that man has gone through, you know, throughout his life and career. And he's made just this incredible movie that everybody is really adoring. I think Panahi, even if he doesn't win anything throughout the season, I think he's going to get in a lot of places. I think he gets in at the Globes.
Yeah. I mean, last year they had Polya Kapadia. She made it in. And I kind of feel like Panahi is much more known than her. So I feel pretty safe, especially it's getting into best film drama. So yeah. I do have him at 6 though, but I do have him in.
Who is your 5?
Then I got Josh Safdie at number 5. Just because it's got the best actor front runner. So yeah, I'm comparing a lot this year. Like in my mind, for some reason, Marty Supreme is like the brutalist for Globes, and I just kind of feel like Josh Safdie kind of fits that the bill of like the new upcoming talent not upcoming, someone who's put in his stripes over the career and it's finally
doing really good work. It just seems like Marty Supreme is going to come on strong and. So at the Oscars right now, if it's down to these 6, Ryan, who misses? Trier?
I think Coogler.
Coogler? Yeah. So my 5th place was between Coogler and Safdie, and I went with Coogler, but I'm like, as I was editing the video, Ryan, I'm like, Safdie's gonna make it, I think. I think Safdie gets in. It's a late-breaking film. Very well directed from everything I've heard about it. And with Chalamet, the front runner to win actor, I think they're going to give Safdie. It'll just be a bummer to me if Coogler misses director. I just thought he did an incredible job on Sinners. That'd be a bummer.
Yeah, absolutely. Like what's a bummer is that we got Park Chan-wook out of our lineup.
He's my alternate.
Yeah, he's my alternate too.
He's my number 7. Can Park Chan-wook get in there? I think it's possible.
I think it's possible.
One of these could slip and he makes it. That would be, I mean, I'd be kind of happy about that.
Me too.
Park Chan-wook, I think, deserves to be in director. It's just kind of silly to me that he's not in my 6. I'm like, come on, with 6? We can't get him in?
Yeah. I mean, it's possible that, you know, Jafar Panahi, maybe he is like, maybe they like his script more than the direction. And maybe Park Chan-wook, his direction is so stylized. And so that's why I do feel like, oh man, I wanted to shove Park Chan-wook in there, but Jafar just seems a little safer for me.
Yeah, in some ways I feel like at the Globes, it might be Coogler. Like they could snub Coogler there in director of the Globes to make room for Park Chan-wook, but I don't know. Sinners is going to do well. It's going to get into picture, drama, actor, I think, and Coogler, I mean, it's not just a, you know, a basic movie, you know, basically directed. Like there's so many wonderful directorial touches throughout Sinners. I don't know. I think at the Globes, Coogler makes it. I think just by a hair, Park Chan-wook is going to miss. But if he shows up, I'm going to be so excited.
Yeah, I mean, I could see a way where like Cougar just keeps missing, and then eventually the narrative or people just start saying, "Oh, well." Eventually, people just start saying, "Oh, it was a vampire film; it was never going to get in." You know, I could see that maybe being something, but I hope he gets in.
Like us in like early March, we're like we were never predicting Coogler. It's a vampire movie.
Exactly.
Okay, best director at the Globes in film. We have Paul Thomas Anderson, One Battle After Another, Chloe Zhao, Hamnet, Ryan Coogler, Sinners, Joachim Trier, Sentimental Value, Jafar Panahi, It Was Just an Accident, and Josh Safdie, Marty Supreme.
With a plethora of other options that could completely surprise, but yeah.
There's probably 5 to 6 other great contenders we didn't even mention, but that just feels like the main 6 right now until we get a surprise. And then lastly, best screenplay for a motion picture. You know, it's pretty much the same list. Spoiler alerts, Ryan. I have the same 6 movies.
Let me check. Spoiler alert, so do I, my friend.
Yeah, so at the top for me, we'll go through this one a little faster. At the top, I have One Battle After Another and Hamnet. Now, like the big question mark for me right now, Ryan, does One Battle After Another sweep in screenplay as well? Like, does that also win screenplay for PTA? I don't know.
I don't know either. I feel like I'm going to say yes for now.
It just seems like, Oppenheimer didn't do well in screenplay. The big prize for Nolan was in director for that. But I feel like in One Battle After Another, you can make more of the case that also is a great screenplay winner. It's just very creative and just, out there and surprising all the way through. I feel like it's also going to do well in screenplay.
Yeah, I think that's my predicted winner for the Oscar for now.
Yeah, but if Hamnet surprised in screenplay, that wouldn't shock me. That's also a worthy winner in screenplay.
Trying to think about the Globes going for Hamnet. For some reason, I would even say Jafar Panahi maybe a little bit more in a very similar like Anatomy of a Fall type of way.
Oh, yeah.
That I could see maybe being something that starts to take shape.
I don't have any examples off the top of my head, but I feel like throughout the years, the Globes will give us a surprise in screenplay. Like it'll be something that we're not expecting. Anatomy of a Fall, one screenplay. Yeah. Remember that? That's one that I remember that we weren't really predicting. I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, like we could PTA wins director, One Battle wins picture, screenplay goes to It Was Just an Accident. Like that could happen.
Yeah,
that's in my 4th place. Like that could happen too.
Yes, I do have actually Joachim Trier. Maybe it's a little high. I have him at number 2. Just because I feel, I do feel like it's a very intellectual film, very highbrow, very well written. So I do feel like they're probably
and then I have in slot 5 I have Sinners, and in slot 6 I have Marty Supreme. I feel like Sinners could maybe miss screenplay. I don't know if that's what you take away from that movie, the script. So Sinners is the one I'm a little bit nervous about there.
Yeah, I was wondering about that too. Like I could easily see it miss here. I do have it in the same order you do as well.
Okay.
Get Out wasn't nominated in this category, but Barbie was. So it's kind of it's a little bit of a crapshoot with this one, I think. But yeah, he intertwines a lot of like social commentary with the script. It's really creative, very original. So I'm hoping he gets in here.
And then my alternate again, Ryan, is No Other Choice.
Yeah, I know.
Can No Other Choice get in here? Like is it going to be in 7th place in both director and screenplay? Come on.
Yeah, I really feel like if he's going to sneak in, I think it's going to be more for direction. If I was to guess, but yeah, I mean, nothing would make me happier if Park Chan-wook shows up, director shows up in screenplay. Like that would be like, oh man, No Other Choice just had. I think
it's possible.
I think
if enough of those voters see that film and love that film, I think he could maybe get into director. The movie also gets into screenplay. Yeah. Then I get really excited.
We need to remember that. My God. No Other Choice won Audience Award at TIFF over Sentimental Value. So that's not nothing, I think. It's already shown to be a crowd favorite.
And never forget, Past Lives got into director and screenplay. That was just the highlight of my morning. I could not believe it. So sometimes one of my absolute favorites from the year, and No Other Choice is one of those, like it slips in there. And like director, screenplay at the Globes, I'm like, all right, come on. This movie needs to be coming on strong all season. So I feel like the same 6 in both director and screenplay. It's not sitting well with me, Ryan. I feel like there's going to be something there that surprises us.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's going to come in the form of Park Chan-wook, or it's just some really random Best Director, nomination.
Yeah, Zach Krager Weapons gets into director.
Mona Fastfold.
We're like, oh,
if they really like Testament. Yeah.
We didn't even mention her. That is a possibility. Like anything can happen with Ann Lee. Like that movie could come on strong. So we'll see.
Like Guillermo del Toro, possibly.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I think I'm being like a little safe here in screenplay. There could be a surprise, but our final predictions in screenplay for a motion picture, we have One Battle After Another, Hamnet, Sentimental Value, It Was Just an Accident, Sinners, and Marty Supreme. So Ryan, this is officially my longest video ever for the awards contender. I've made 600 videos. This is the longest one.
Wow.
I've never gone over 2 hours. This is it.
Well, we covered a lot. We did cover a lot.
That's right. There's a lot of categories to discuss at the Globes. So
there's no way in the world people are still watching this at this point. We can say anything.
If you're still watching this right now, everybody, thank you. Thank you for taking this journey with us. The Golden Globe Award nominations are on Monday, December 8th. So I will be reacting to those like right after they take place. And I'm sure we're going to get some surprises. Hopefully, we're kind of on the right track here, Ryan.
Yeah. I don't want to make this video any longer, so I'm just like...
So Ryan, thank you so much for giving me like close to 2.5 hours of your time. This was a thrill. I can't wait to have you back in the weeks to come. We'll have to have you back like really deep into award season, like in January, February, when things are just happening like every other day. That'll be fun. But for our viewers who might not know where to find you, like now would be the time. Like tell us where to find Ryan Casselman.
Sure. Well, first of all, thanks for having me on. It's always a pleasure. I love your channel, obviously. But if you want to look at my work, I do a lot of nerdy Oscar experiments every year. I'll be doing a lot more of those in the season. So you can follow me at Ryan Casselman on YouTube. Yeah.
Very easy. Yeah. Check out his work, everyone. I love it. He does great videos. Always a thrill to have you on the Awards Contender, Ryan. We will see you next time at the Awards Contender.